again, folks. We're back here on another Thursday night on Crit and Miss with episode 13 of Worldrender. Should hopefully be a fun one. We're going to get into it shortly, but first things first, we better say good day to everyone. So far, we have our usual suspects of Fizzcannon, Jason, and Elric. How you going, guys?
Hey.
We are good.
And in chat so far, we have Among Mates D&D. How you doing, man? That will be Mr. Luke.
I love how Elric answered, "We are good."
And,
Writing character.
Mr. Mod. And we've got Sax. How you doing, buddy? Who else is here? We've got Kate. Hey, Kate. How you doing? Thanks for hanging out. That's all the peoples. So we're going to be chilling a little bit, playing some D&D. Last we left off, we'd reached a bit of a point where the characters could breathe for a day, or two maybe. But we'll get into that shortly. How's everyone's week been?
So far, so good.
I survived it. That's the main thing.
Yeah? You look a little bit different. What's going on there?
I've gained an extra head recently.
I already did too.
Yes. I've gained an extra head. We're both elephants.
No,
Yes.
you're not.
Are you sure?
No. The brown one's an elephant. That gray one is like a rat.
I don't know what that is. Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
That's what happens when you get a latex mask off eBay.
You might have to like stuff it or something. I don't know.
Oh man.
Some plastic bags in there.
That's probably a good idea. I do have polystyrene, so leave it with me.
It looks very strange.
Yeah, that elephant is cursed.
At least it's not as bad as wearing that latex mask. I've tried that on literally once, and you don't want to.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to either. Nope, not fun.
Which one is which? Which one's the brown one? Which one's the gray one?
Oh, this is just the plastic. Like it's...
Yeah, I agree, Mod. I agree.
I
meant the character. I meant which character.
I haven't really decided that, eh? Like they're probably going to just find their character as the episode goes on, I guess.
I'm thinking, right, that you started wearing the mask this season, right? You didn't have it last season.
That's right. Yep.
Okay, so that's Yahsob, the original one,
yes.
Right? Because that was the body. And so the additional really creepy head is Kadam.
Nice. Now that's something.
Yeah, that is absolutely settled.
Now you know which voice goes with which.
Yeah. Loves it. I was kind of envisioning them. You know how we all had kind of different visions of how the two heads is actually working. One was kind of just like straight up, just like two heads like you would see on an Eden or a two-headed ogre or something. You know, so you've got like both of them with their own kind of necks coming, just like, you know, your shoulders are slightly broader than they used to be. And, you know, the ears might brush together a little bit and you might occasionally clap, you know, tusks together.
Yeah, you were picturing them like kind of on the shoulder tips, right? Separated, big gap in the middle.
Yeah, yeah, and the one you did on Hero Forge, I've only got the side shot on loaded up on OBS at the moment.
That's cool, though. I like that.
I picture them with their inner tusks kind of merged together, sharing like maybe the same jaw. I don't know. I pictured it different.
Yeah, but how would they turn their heads like? If the
exactly, they need one neck, right?
Hmm.
And if there's two necks, then there's got to be like two spines, and it gets even weirder.
Let's see if I can do this real quickly.
See, where were we at roughly? You guys had come back after quite the challenging encounter with some undead that were waiting in ambush for you. Oh yeah, that's creepy as Fizz.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he looks like a freaking mind flayer abomination thing.
yeah, that's horrendous. Wow, wow. I almost want to go with that because the feat I gave him for this gives him, as I said to you guys, advantage on intimidation but disadvantage on persuasion. I feel like that's the head that does that. Like, honestly, but no.
At this point, I should probably also get advantage on the Liverpool kiss.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm so
I mean,
scared.
I'd almost be
Google
tempted to.
that or ask.
It's the Liverpool kiss is a headbutt.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just nothing.
Actually makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Yeah. Especially with Elric. All right.
Oh, here I got a website that's questionable. Hold on.
Oh no, it's not. So yeah, you guys you came back. And a few
Good
things
chat,
were.
guys.
Oh god, here we go.
Clicker pass.
Pass. Definitely pass. Definitely pass. I feel like that might even breach Twitch's terms of service, to be honest. Just going by the name of it. Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't even want to say that.
No, I'm
No.
looking at it. It's not what you expect at all. It's very
Okay.
G-rated.
Yeah, you got
Okay. Oh my god.
But that's how I feel every time like something comes out. I don't know what it is. I'm like, do I click it? Do I look this up?
Oh dear.
You just gave us all a virus, didn't you?
No, you're good. Plus, I think you're the only one that clicked it.
Yeah, so we only gave you a virus. That was fine.
And now we have all your
It's
bank
all good.
details.
Yeah. It's gonna get all your miniature money.
Hey, if you've got my bank details, can you give them to me? Because
Oh dear.
That's great.
Yeah, totally.
I just want to say I like this intro way better. Just chilling, relaxing. Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. Oh man. So what did you do last week? Yeah, didn't die.
We nearly died.
God.
Nearly did.
Mom said.
quite the opposite, really.
Oh my Jesus. Oh, I'm glad you're still here, man. Oh dear. Yeah, so you came back, you found out from a combination of Akak and the priest from the local temple and Fennec, the blacksmith, who seems to be a bit of an artificer as well, maybe. There's a bit more going on. The statue, in fact, housed a crystal, which is a piece of verticite, which is maybe what the Lich is actually after being delivered for that whole ransom deal.
Wait, is that the same piece that's meant to go in the black shaft?
Yes.
So he's after that, and I'm gonna bring it to him, and potentially another piece to it.
Yeah. So, like the impression you've been given from Akak Priest and from Fennec is that he wants it so that he can prevent it from being used against like him or perhaps something he's connected to, possibly given that his lair is spreading out similar corruption to what imperial fortresses are known to spit out once they've been fully set in. So yeah, it seems to be that the Lich wants to get its hands on that so it can destroy it or hide it or something.
Suddenly wishing that I took Hexblade so I could resummon it to me if he ever gets a hold of it.
I mean, maybe there's other ways we can have that happen. So as parts of those discussions, Akak revealed that he is in fact a Kanthanak, the Blizzard of Woe, the White Dragon you initially met before you reach the mountain pass. But that the Lich's presence and the corruption spreading across the land has severely weakened his power, especially the closer he gets to the Lich's lair. That's why he needs you. He can help you get there, but he'll be limited to his gnomish sorcerer form. But he's quite happy to help you go out to get there, and as well as go on any scouting missions you might want to make before actually heading into the lair itself, as it's a fairly long journey to the location, and then you've got to worry about fighting through whatever the Lich might have going on. So that's been revealed. They've given you, the townspeople have given you a bunch of stuff. They've gathered up whatever potions and bits and bobs that might be able to help you that they could. Yahsob and Kadam, you've been afforded the bonecraft armor that was found on the leader of the undead forces in the last fight. Seems to be some quite wondrous armor at the moment. You've just attuned to that. It's quite a snug fit. However many days you spent, I will say that you are just feeling inclined to sleep.
You're cutting out.
Oh, great. You've been feeling, Kadam, also somewhat inclined to sleep in your armor. This hasn't been imposing any kind of exhaustion on you. You're getting a good night's sleep, which is kind of strange. But you will have noticed that if you're sleeping at all. Excuse me. My bad. Yeah.
Pajama armor.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That should be an item.
Pajama armor. Yeah, it's actually all the rage back in East Galan because it's predominantly made from Kreitzel.
Was it introduced by a chap named Arthur Dent?
I'm immune to the psychic damage. Just want you guys to know that.
So no, but only because I don't want to open us up to litigation. His name,
Sure.
his name was Art Dunt. Yeah, that will do.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, so let's just get a bit of a look at on the situation. I know you guys are in town, but before that, we'll show the overland map and the situation as you guys have moved back to Zarz's Tilson, and you know that you got mountains all around you. Bit of creepiness. Malachi's Rest is in the direction of that blue line. You can see that here, and to the north. What do we say? Each square is usually about a day's travel. No, you could do 3 squares a day at normal speed without the travel restrictions that you're gonna have. So
it was a square and a half at fast pace, I believe, where everything was halved.
Yeah. All right, sweet. So you could probably it's gonna be square and a half fast. Even moving fast, 1, 2. It's like 3 or 4 days to Malachi's Rest going around the hills. It'll be due to having to go through the hills about the same, also slightly longer going through the hills, but potentially safer. That might be things you can ask about.
Speaking of asking about,
Mm-hmm.
we've got Yahsob back, and he's a local.
Yep.
So, what does he know about the difference between the two paths? Does he know anything, or is this a bit beyond his normal roaming range?
I don't think he's been up here himself, but local knowledge and just general kind of stuff. Make me a history or nature check. History, nature, or survival, actually, your choice.
Well, I've got advantage on survival these days.
No, you don't. You just have proficiency, but that makes it a +8 from memory. So,
Gotcha. So it's a 23.
okay, that's good. And you're getting this from your new feat, which is linked to your 2 heads. Yes. So you for those of you playing along at home, Yahsob was summoned back into the body that he once shared with Kadam. But during the resurrection process, he grew an extra head, and now one of them is in each head. This has certain benefits and drawbacks. Some of them being he has now proficiency in survival just because he's got the extra know-how, and Yahsob is back with local knowledge. He has advantage on intimidation because two-headed elephant man is a bit scary, I think, and disadvantage on persuasion. And then some cool effects that we might see if we get into combat based on nat 1s and nat 20s from his heads functioning either in sync with each other or not.
And we all know how I love to roll them.
Right. So that should be fun. So 23 you said, or 20 something. So yeah, with that, I'll give you that under ordinary circumstances, the path around the base of the mountains would be much faster. It's much clearer. The animals there are, probably a bit, kind of what you've encountered already. Winter wolves and maybe the odd ramaras, trolls, things like that. Yetis, blah blah. The hills, however, the journey through them to be longer. Like unless you want to actually climb over the peaks of them, which would still take a while. But if you've got the climbing gear, you can do it. The actual paths that wind through the hills will take a little bit longer, but the hills to be home to less in the way of predators because there are several small villages of giants that live in the hills up that way that are generally peaceful, solitary. Like they don't generally like interacting with other people, but they're not overly hostile unless you present a threat to them. And so they keep those lands kind of tame because they farm the hills. So you don't know what the state of their society is, or like how they've been affected by the lowlands being infested, but you know that they're there. So that's a potential. Like you could maybe go through their lands; it might be a bit safer. But there would still be a measure of the infested land you would have to cross to get there. Even if you went right up the edge of the hills around to the left, there's still a bit of valley that you'll have to cross through. So that's certainly an option.
Okay. Well, I don't want to repeat everything you said as Yahsob, so I'll just
Yeah.
assume that Yahsob very inarticulately transferred that information to everyone.
Absolutely.
I hate to be this guy every time, but what was it? Because I wasn't listening because it was for you.
So it was. I'll just go over it quickly. That ordinarily the areas that are infected would be safer because that it's just the general what you'd expect to find in the tundra, and it would be the quicker route to take. But with the creep, much more dangerous. The hills are a longer path, like it's the path winds through the hills a little bit. You could climb over the top if you wanted to, but that would involve climbing gear and like exertion, stuff like that. Totally an option. But the hills are home to some small giant communities, generally like not aggressive, but they're loners. They like to be left alone. But the predators are, and stuff you would expect that might be dangerous through the hills are less of a problem because the giants kind of keep them in check because they farm those areas. So that might be a potential safer way to get where you're going, is to go through the hills instead.
Okay.
You might be able to find some help.
Sorry.
Yeah. All good.
Make you repeat it. Yeah, sorry.
All good, man. Not a problem.
I'm kind of glad you didn't make me repeat it instead, just to like.
Because you weren't listening either way.
Yeah.
Which is the good part about me not listening, because when he repeats it, I'm getting literally just what he said.
Hey, if anyone out there is after a bunch of D&D players for their campaign, I have a few right here. I'll give them to you cheap. No, I'm kidding. I love these guys. They're great. All right, so that's that. And let's just say, for argument's sake, for now, like So you're offered free rooms in the temple, but you'd also paid for rooms at the tavern, which, given what you're intending to do for the town, I would say either of those rooms would be afforded to you for free for as long as you want to stay here. You had the conversations in the temple as we were finishing up. That's where Arkak revealed who he was, because the people of the village, other than the, a few key people, don't know who Arkak is either. Right? They think it's just a kind of the old name that comes and goes. So that all happened in the temple, where it's a little bit more secluded. You got informed about what the go with your spear is, Ralph, the crystal that goes with it, and you struck a bargain with Arkak, the Blizzard of War, whatever we want to call him.
Blizzard.
Yeah. So this bargain, basically, he has asked you to help him destroy the Lich, as the infection it's spreading is not good for the world, and also the Lich itself is a rather large problem for him personally, as has been explained. So with that deal, he's given you certain boons while you're in his territory. This is one of them being an ability to summon a localized mini blizzard around yourself that will help obscure yourself in the party. Another one is resistance to cold damage, just because it's bloody cold out here, so maybe not having to deal with that will be useful to you.
So he's got a blizzard that does that gives blizzard immunity, and I've got a storm that gives lightning immunity. This is going to be great.
Fun stuff, right? So
fire damage.
Yeah. So those things. I think from there.
Bucket has the fire damage covered.
Yeah, Bucket really does. So yeah, along with that, Fennec has made some significant improvements to Bucket's equipment. Bucket's saddle has been majorly upgraded. Bucket's got a new set of shoes. Like, next time you guys see Bucket, she's going to be very happy because she's very shiny.
Did you say before that Fennec was possibly an artificer as well?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So, in that, can Yin, my wizard, go and sit down with him at some stage for a while, and I want to ask him if he can start teaching me some artificer stuff. My wizard has taken one level of artificer from going from 11 to 12.
Okay, I dig it.
So I might use him as a master to teach me in this area while we're traveling around and coming back to this location. And stuff.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I dig it. So you basically want him to take you on as sort of a tinkerer's apprentice for the time being. All right. I think he will definitely be accommodating.
A lot of coffee.
Yeah, you're going to get real good at sweeping floors. And making coffee and restocking forges and like cleaning tools and all that kind of stuff. But in that, in the time, he will teach you enough to do your little bits of tinkering to begin with, and cast a few little cantrips in his ways. Which I will point out that, like, you've maybe encountered a couple of artificers in your life in your travels, and most of them were working with, kind of what you would expect. They were using the stuff you would expect to find, like, regular technology in interesting ways. They were figuring out weird ways to rig up, spears to be flung further and stuff like that. This guy seems a cut above that. Like, whatever he's working with is a little bit beyond your comprehension by the tools that he's got and some of the techniques he's using. And it may be a while before you can actually learn any of them, but you notice that while you're working with him. He will, however, ask that you, like, obviously you're not getting paid for your work, and he asks you that while you're on your journey with your friends, to keep an eye out for a couple of things. One is pay special attention to see if you can find any more of the crystal, or like what Ralph has, the Vertisite crystal, or any of its ore in its raw form. For he only knows one place on the planet where that actually exists. So if you could keep your eye out for more of that, it will be useful to both him and your companions, and to you.
Mhm.
Can you make an insight check for me while he's talking about that, please?
Yes. Insight with my wizard.
Oh, you got a
Not-
one on that, nice.
Not real good.
12, okay. Yeah. I would say with that, yeah, he just seems really keen to get his hands on more of it.
Mhm.
He also says to what was it? Sorry, I'm blanking, guys. It's been a long week. I'm a bit tired. He wants you to
The rock. Looking for the rock.
Yeah, we've got that crystal or ore.
yeah, the Vertisite. But yeah, no, he also just it'll be the same as what he said to Fizz. If you can find a source of the other ore that you've been searching for, the dark metal. I can't remember what we called it. Sorry. The stuff that the spear tip was made out of. Like, he knows that Akak has a good supply of it, but he wants a little for some personal uses. And so if you could acquire a little bit of that for him in your travels,
Yep.
he will consider payment for his tutelage.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have to be much, like a handful is all he's after. So that and any Vertisite you can get your hands on.
Mm-hmm. No worries.
Excellent.
And
Yeah.
with that, I would ask him if I could, if he had a old set of Tinker's tools that I could have.
He'll sell you some for 5 gold.
5 gold. Cool.
Yeah. Students discount, you know.
Mm-hmm. Done.
Easy peasy. So with that, I think, like you said, you don't really need to hang around for too long. You've basically, you might need a day or two for that, Jason, to get a little bit of basic instruction and spend a bit of time around the store. You don't want to hang around for too long, though, because you do have a king to rescue and a lich to kill. So I think we'll pick up in a scene. You guys are at the tavern. Akak's with you. Everyone else is off doing their own prospective things. And you're waiting for, like, you're waiting to meet up with a couple of people who have offered to come with you. Not necessarily to go straight into the lair, but to go and head towards it, scout out the lands, and find a way to, move the bulk of the militia to the lair before you make your main, incursion into that. So I think you're all gathered in the tavern for now, discussing that and waiting on word to meet your new friends, kind of at the front gate as you're getting ready to leave. So in this time, it might be, you're free to discuss things you might want to find out. There are people around the tavern. You might be able to get some more information here. Obviously, you already know about the giants in the hills. Maybe some other things you can learn.
Yeah, the giants in the hills are friendly, and they offer protection. And then, I know it's the harder road to travel, but I think sending the militia that route offers them a safer, protected route.
Yeah.
That way, not that they're well rested, but at least they're not broken. By the time they get to where we're going, and maybe we should head the faster route and kind of set up ahead of them.
I think as you're discussing this, one of the kobolds sitting in the bar nearby, he looks like he's dressed as militia. He's like, nice idea, but if we all move en masse through the giant territory, they might think we're coming to raid them or something and squish us. So maybe go talk to them about that first. Just saying. And he'll sort of like head, turn around and get back into his drink.
Oof.
Hope he wasn't out of line.
Actually, part of me was thinking that, like, you
Yeah.
coward. But he's got a good point.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, well, I suppose we should go talk to the people in that area first, I suppose, to just tell them that we're not going to attack them and we're going through to Malik's Crossing to possibly fix the area up. They might have a couple that can join us.
The question is, who will make contact?
Not you, because you're a bit scary.
And I'm looking at him, and I don't know which eye to look at which head. I feel myself starting to like Google eye or fish eye. Yeah,
I think
take it off.
I
and look
think
away.
our friend Ralph here might be the best option there.
To go talk to the killer giants. Let's go.
They're not killer giants if we go in just a little group of us. That gobber was saying that if we move in force, that they might think we're attacking.
And just from behind you, then at that point, go on, lad. It's okay. And then just a quiet I might be able to help with that. And you're looking at Galani and Robot Gothard, the bugbear shopkeep, and his saxophone playing son. So Robot steps forward and he's like, so I wanted to come with you to like learn the ropes of the adventuring thing anyway, and I speak giant.
Well, that could come in handy.
And like I've met a couple of them before, like before the land was all yuck. It was we could travel, and I thought I've been up to the village once or twice, played them some songs.
Is there
at least the nearest one?
Is there something that they like to trade in that we could possibly take them?
Oh, yeah.
A song, apparently.
Yeah. Well, they do like my music, so I can definitely maybe play them some songs. But also they're a little bit partial to the mead from the local tavern. Maybe if you speak to Farron, she can organise a few gigs for you to take to offer them as a gift.
Sure, but kegs might weigh a bit much to be carrying through snowy.
We can carry kegs.
If only we had a wizard with sensors floating disc.
Right? Or a bag of holding.
Oh yeah, we got a bag of holding.
Or perhaps like some
double-headed
creature
elephant
that can, drag double its weight.
Yeah. You have means of transporting stuff. It's okay. You also have a cart and a horse. Like,
well, you did say we'd be climbing gear in it, so
that's if you want to go like over the mountains.
gotcha.
Right.
Okay, to meet them is what?
Yeah, so no, there's a path you can take that's like fairly normal terrain. I mean, for being through the hills, like there are actual paths that carts can travel. But you could also go straight over the hills, but you would need to climb sections of that.
Okay. I guess we should secure some mead, was it?
Yep.
Mead.
Hmm.
From the local, I can't remember his name.
I'm just pulling up my notes. Well, Farron is the bartender. That's the dwarven bartender chickie. I'm just trying to remember the Goliath proprietor's name.
We take the mead, all the kobolds dessert.
I mean, they're not going to give you all of it.
It's just,
Gotta
it's just funny.
Dessert is a good idea.
have the reserves.
Oh, you said reserve. I thought you said dessert.
So Elric, one person has voted for you not to take psychic damage. Just
Yeah,
want you
that's
to know
me.
That was me.
I love it. All right. So the Goliath proprietor is Walbert Wormblood, but he's mainly the cook. If you talk to him about the meat, he'll refer you to Farron, which is his adopted daughter, and she's the brewmaster. And so she will. Let's have a look at the tavern menu. Okay, so about 4 copper on mug. How many mugs of mead do you reckon you get out of a small keg?
No idea.
You'd think of all people I'd know, but I
Yeah.
really don't. I've got an idea. Volume of a keg of mead.
I got a better one. Google, how much is a keg of mead in D&D?
Yep, that also works. You'll be getting charged 4 times that price. Not kidding. You'll be getting charged twice that price. It's the special brew, and you're in the middle of fucking nowhere.
So large barrel, 50 gallons, 10
Yeah.
gold pieces.
Okay, there you go. So 20 gold pieces for a 50-gallon barrel.
And weight, 200 pounds.
There you go.
I'll just copy that.
Yep, sweet. So you can buy as many of those as you think might be necessary. Farron will happily have them brought up for you whenever you're ready to leave. You keep them below ground where it's, stored until then. But yeah, so Robar offers to go with you and make introductions and such. If you'll have him along for the ride.
I mean, this seems like a safe enough mission.
Yeah, I mean, if you
To
just
go
go
and kill
across
a lich.
a little bit of the great and go and make friends with the giants, like he might just stay with the giants. Wait for you to come back from that, see what happens. For the moment, he's good to come with you, and you can see he's already packed. Like he's got a backpack on, and he's got his sack strapped to the back of it, and a walking stick and a couple of weapons. He's ready to go. So.
If I see any hesitation in his eye about going with the Imperial drone, I'll do like a little push button finger thing, so he like remembers there's an off button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he'll see that, and he'll just like he'll seem like visibly relaxed, and then just like subtly nod, and then just give you a cheesy smile and a thumbs up, and that's really obvious.
Can I see if I see this interaction, please?
Yeah, insight check it. And Fizz, do you wanna
Sleight of hand or something?
Yeah.
I didn't motion to where the button is. Just kind of like,
I know, yeah.
did the whole finger in and out thing.
Yeah.
We've all
Yeah.
seen it.
You do notice what's whatever that is.
So when I notice that, you'll see my eyes like dim right down, and then they'll come back on again as I switch back to my cleric.
Right. Robar just takes a step sort of closer to Ralph and further away from you. Oh dear. But he's still ready to go. And so at which point he and his father have a quick moment, quick chat together, brief hug, and then Galani will look over Robar's shoulders to you guys and sort of like lock eyes with you, Taiji. Just be like, you make sure he comes back alive, yeah?
You have my word.
Thank
We
you.
will bring him back safe.
All right, now, lad, stick close to the little robot. He'll look after you. And you can see Robot's a bit like, okay, sure. And with that, Galan will head back to his store, not wanting to make an extended goodbye, but this, seems these two have already had a bit of that over the last couple of days, just discussing it. So they're sort of, ready to, be done and get on with things. Moving up with that. I think you would get a few of the commoners, like the Collor townsfolk, and maybe even a couple of the kids coming up while you're at the tavern, like because the kids are out in the tavern for dinner and stuff like that, and lunches and whatnot. And still, it's fairly early in the day at this point, I would say. And that they would be all like, coming up, the kids, especially if you come up and like pulling on the, like legs of your armor or your robes or whatever, and just being like, Mum, they told us you're going to bring the king back. Is that true?
We're gonna try
You're going to. Okay.
without the laughing.
Yeah. Okay. Good. We love the king. We need the king back. He's good.
What would you like about him?
Others, please.
I mean, he looks after us and he keeps us safe and he gives us food and he teaches us games and he's getting us what's it? And one of the kids looks to the other and says, what was that word? And one of the other kids pops up, a school. He's going to build us a school so we can learn things better.
Somebody's got to do it.
Do what? I'm good. I'm scared. What are you going to do?
You should ask for a slide. Recess is the best part.
A slide. What's a slide?
Oh shit. I guess I'm just gonna hand one end of a bench to Dom, and then pick a kid up and like.
Again, let's go again. You're muted, Jason. Can't hear you.
Got a bunch of splitters in her
Yeah, I was
ass
gonna
now.
say he's got a bit. He got a few splinters in his ass.
didn't feel him, scaly butt. All good. Yeah, so all of the kids want to go now.
Yeah,
And
I leave them with that.
Yeah, there's about 12 of them, and they all like keep wanting another go. So Kadam, you can keep up with that for as long as you like.
Okay, so at this point, Kadam would probably like to be safe and make sure the kids don't get hurt, but at the same time, Yahsob would probably like to just be rough as hell. So I'm gonna try out
That's
this rolling
great.
technique.
Like boisterous, yeah. Love
I'm
it.
picturing one trunk is holding them steady, and the
Yeah.
other one's behind it pushing until it breaks free. They just shoot down the slide.
Well, I've just trialed out what I was thinking of doing for just like a few character decisions. And in this case, Yahsob won. So the kids are getting a rough ride on this table.
Okay, roll athletics.
Okay, let's do it.
This is the one case where you probably want to roll low.
Let's have a nat 20.
Go on.
No, 11.
No, that's good. So it's actually like just the right amount of boisterous. Like the kids are having a really good time with it. Like you don't shove any of them too particularly hard so they come flying off it. They just get the good like zip. So they go really fast down and they go boom, boom, boom on the ground. You know, as they come off the slide, and it's hilarious to them. I love it.
At some point, Yahsob's going to turn to Kadam and say, "See, not that mean. They not broken. Look, I was just concerned about their welfare."
Oh, so a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Yeah. All right, so
Guess it's time, right, to start. I don't know if it's time of day, but
yeah, it's still morning, so you got a pretty good time. It was just I think there was something else you maybe wanted to discuss with the rest of the group now that you've secured a source of the ore you were originally looking for. Might be a good time for that while you're all at the tavern.
nobody seems interested. So I'll just let it ride. You know?
No problem. Yep, all good. In that case, I think last thing to note would be while you're having these conversations, Arcade will probably give you a little bit more info on the Lich. Obviously, this is it's a very old Lich. It seems to be able to draw on magics from, like long before even Akak existed. But it still has its limits. And as is the case with any Lich, if you can find and destroy its phylactery, you'll destroy the Lich. But he has no idea where that phylactery is. So perhaps the first foray into the lair might not be to confront the Lich, but to try and sneak your way through and find clues as to the location of the Lich's phylactery instead.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. But to be wary because a lot of things have died out here over the years, and this Lich seems to be able to raise anything, regardless of whether it was humanoid or had a brain or not.
Anybody feel like we're going to fight White Walkers?
Again, no. Because I don't want to get sued. But, who knows? Who the freak knows? Either way, it's a problem. So I think with that, the last...
Sorry. Well, you know that liches get stitches.
There it is. There it is.
Had to do it.
Yeah. And so... But, excuse me. Can I get everyone to make a history check
the
for me, please?
campaign. Oh.
Yep. No, just everyone roll me history.
14.
Ooh. Natural one.
It's not perfect. It's right on Taiji.
Does that mean my heads are in disagreement about how wrong we are?
Because he rolled a 1. Yep. Good point.
Yeah, and this has a less mechanical impact because it's out of combat. But what this is basically going on here is that Kadam swears he saw a book once, and that this book was written by someone with the same last name as Kadam, like a Mudek. And it was entitled How to Kill a Lich in 21 Days. But Yahsob has absolutely no freaking memory of this and insists that no one in his family has ever been able to write, let alone write a book.
In fact, all he can do is kind of think and go, wait, Boucher? That not Yahsob backward, is it? That would just be lame.
Oh, it's great, and it totally dawns on you that 100% is on both of you at the same time. Like you realize the mirroredness of your names.
It's a double elephant revelation.
Yeah, this is good. And at that moment,
If anyone's trying to name their album, you can have that one for free.
oh dear. And at that moment, a strapping young kobold lad, in some kind of well put together armor, hide armors and stuff, carrying an array of weapons, strides straight up to you, Yahsob. Looks you up and down, looks around to the rest of the group, looks back up at Yahsob and he's like, I can take you, but I won't. Because
Yahsob says, "Are you sure? Could be fun."
yeah, but I don't want to kill the guy I came here to. The guys that I came to help. You're going to save the king. I'm coming with you.
Oh, that's great to hear. I do look forward to this.
This little guy's looking
Just
back and
don't
forth
get in the way.
between the two heads now, and it's just like takes a little step back and it's like, it's all right. I won't. I'm fast. Just you watch.
Good, because me accidentally flatten things sometimes.
That immediately he like dips under your legs, scurries up onto the table, and jumps up onto your shoulders. He's like, "Yeah, now I'm out of the way."
I like. I see you've got my comrade's approval.
And he's kind of just like hooked an arm around each neck, sticks his head in between the two, and he's like, "This is gonna be fun. Let's go. We ready? When do we leave?"
Soon. We just got to get the horse and the cart and whatever gear we're bringing, the mead.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, if you guys would like to begin gathering your things. Okay, cool. Stand up from the table. Right. Well, in that case, we should probably get ready. I'll inform the guard captain that we're going to leave and meet you all at the bridge.
Before we go, Kadam manages to talk Yahsob into eating a vegan breakfast.
Oh my god.
Just because the last few days have been just so meat ridden, and he just
So your choices are vegetable stew with a mug of stout or barley porridge with a mug of mead.
vegetable stew. He's gonna just enjoy something that's not bloody and that he hasn't been sucking blood from.
Sure. Yep. No
You know.
problem. It's going to run you 8 copper.
I'm not a copper.
Each. 2 mouths to feed, right? 2 meals.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But don't they have like one stomach?
Yes. But I figure they haven't figured that out yet. So they might be being a little bit bloated from time to time.
Oh, that's all we need is a bloated elephant.
Right.
Undead elephant.
I just be thankful he didn't have the smoked goose and blue cheese.
Hey, I'm no longer undead. I'm undead.
Yeah, he's undead.
Oh.
Yeah, he got cured.
Yeah, that's the great cure you got there.
Yeah, you got 2 heads out of it, but he got cured. And that I would like to point out was the Imperial spy robots doing. You guys helped, but
Speaking of which, I have a job for you, Taiji.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a Howdah? A ogre Howdah?
No.
The ogres wear these little forts on their shoulders for kobolds or goblins.
Mm.
And I think that would be a cool thing for the elephants to have.
I'm glad you know how to describe it.
Here, I'll drop a picture.
This is wonderful. This is so wonderful. Better than I ever imagined.
Yeah, I don't know if that's up your alley. I know you're tinkering.
Oh,
I've
that's
just
cool as.
I've just started to tinker with some stuff. I can't even see that in the game log.
It's basically like picture, you know, in Lord of the Rings, those big elephant things that have got those basket things on their backs.
Oh,
It's like
yeah,
a thing like that, but carried on the shoulders of an ogre.
Okay.
It's really cool,
We
actually.
need to do this.
Yeah, you really do.
What would he carry? He's not
I'll
that
send it to you
big.
directly.
He'd have to just carry like an imp or something.
The idea is the kobold sidekick friend.
For example,
That's
the pictures
already
of the
doing that.
goblins.
Yeah, he's already riding. He's already up on his shoulders anyway, so I was just
Okay.
giving him something to actually stand in or sit in.
Sure, we can
Just
look
think
at
of it
that
like
when we
shoulder
get back.
pads
Wait,
that the little guy can duck behind.
I can forge something every day that involves a piece of metal, and I've got some metal scraps. I could just do it myself.
You 100% could just make one of these. If it maybe to, because you've had the idea from Ralph, maybe Taiji helps with the plans, and then Kadam can just forge cleric it.
Oh.
I'm up.
And-
I was gonna say it's more the forge type than a tinker's sort of.
Yeah, but the
thing.
planning of it, like the design to make it fit well, and so can you give me a Tinker's Tools check just to see how well your design comes out?
And
Sure.
Taji, you might be able to make that foldable and like fold down into his armor, and then when it's needed.
Yep.
I'll make that dependent on how good the Tinker's Tools check comes out.
Okay.
The better you do, the more fancy it'll be.
What do I roll for the Tinker's Tool check?
I'm assuming you're proficient. Proficiency bonus plus dex.
Proficiency bonus is 4. Dex is +2, so +6 on a d20.
I'd like to use my hero point. Can I do that? Can I give away hero points?
100%. You can do that. All right. So the roll you made would have succeeded and given you a functional harness that wouldn't have been collapsible. With a roll like that, you get a fully collapsible backpack harness that is triggerable by either the kobold or Kadam Yahsob with no actions required. So it's there when the kobold needs it, and it's the size of a backpack when it's not.
Finally become a transformer.
Yep. There you go.
I'm a mobile. I transform into a mobile base. Put some code.
Yeah. Love it. It's only got enough room for the one kobold, but he's quite comfy up there. And in fact, if you let him get away with it, he will basically just stay there the entire time. If anyone attacks you, he'll stab him with a sword. If anyone starts running at you, he'll shoot him with a bow. Like,
I like it because that
Yeah.
basically means that I'm constantly ready, or at least someone on my body is.
yeah, you would
Yeah.
hope so.
And that's what makes those ogre hodas so deadly is one, all of the kobolds are behind cover,
Ha, love it.
and then two, they all have pack tactics. So if anything gets close, they just
Yeah.
spear it.
And that's it. Like
yeah.
he gets his pack tactics off of you, right? So just by sitting on top of you, he's got advantage on anything that gets close to you guys.
Nice.
Yeah, that's cool. I dig that. Awesome, nicely done, guys. All right, so you guys get that happen. You get your cart together, your retrieve bucket from the stable. You get all your supplies and stuff together. And which way are you headed? You headed to the hills to try and make contact with the giants. Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I believe, as it was once said, run to the hills.
One other thing I will point out, Jeff, that I decided to do with your kobold friend is like he's maybe got them underneath the road, but as whenever you end up outside and starting to leave, it will also flick out his wings and start to like hover around a little bit. He's in fact a winged kobold. So he has a 30 foot fly speed in addition to his walking speed.
Winged attacker kobold, so
Yeah.
he's like the deadliest mosquito.
Yep, so he can sit on your back and stab crap out of shit, but if you don't have reach to something, like he can just fly up, or he can stay in the air and shoot down with a bow, you know, like whatever you want to do with him.
Yeah, this will be good.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this.
He also has pack tactics as a kobold, but the stat block you'll have for him is just a standard warrior level 12 stat block, so you'll have to, for the moment, just remember that you have those features. Jason with Robar, he has the extra 5 foot of reach in melee like a bugbear would, and the sneak attack plus the 2d6 if you attack something that hasn't taken a turn yet in combat in the first round. So he has those things, and he's also got the powerful build, being able to push and carry larger things, much like Jeff, but he has the expert stat block, which is, you know, he's more skill based than fighter based. He's also a decent shot and probably has a bow or something. So yeah, that's those guys. You guys are getting ready
His
to.
saxophone acts as a blunderbuss.
Yes, actually, I love that because I was thinking about giving him a gun, so that's perfect. Yeah, his saxophone acts as a blunderbuss. So we'll figure that out.
It's all air powered like a blow dart.
Yeah. So we'll just roll it like what. We'll just roll it like whatever range weapon he has on the stat block for now. But when I do up the actual stat block for that, he'll get something cool like that.
Yep.
Blunder my boss, as Jeff says. All right. So you guys gonna head out?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Probably be midday by the time you get everything together. So you still got half a day's travel, probably. Although, being that you've been doing pretty light stuff, we can say you've still got 8 hours worth of like a full day's worth of travel energy in you. Like you're not going to start to get exhausted if you push through until 8 o'clock before you sit down and camp.
yeah, so it's like we used half our downtime today.
Yeah.
How many days travel by cart?
Yeah. Okay. So the cart will probably slow you down a little more. And you're trying to get to the base of the foothills. All right. So it wasn't far from the village to the actual passage. I know the map's not exactly to scale up to where that opens out and where you were before. That was like an hour, and then at that bit, you've got like half a hex to go there. What do we say? Fast pace was a day, hex and a half. So normal pace is a whole hex. I'm slowing it down a little bit more. I don't want to like bring you down to half a hex. Let's just say you're still at a hex a day for normal pace. So to get to the foothills, you could make that if you like in a day and a half. If you push it tonight, you could make the foothills by midnight, probably, and be through the worst of be through the creep that you've got to do. That's if you go normal pace. If you go fast, actually, you could make it to the foothills, by camp time. That's
so
not
how far
all.
is it?
Just to the foothills, like not all the way to the Giants or anything, but it's at a normal pace, all the way to the Giants.
That's where we're going, right? So I'm asking how many days to the Giants, like how far, how long? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Yeah.
So there's several potential locations that there would be villages. Who's been there before? Robo has, yeah. So I would say foothills are 1 day's travel away. The giant village is probably another 3/4. Like you'd get there late afternoon on the second day, traveling at a normal pace.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Should we go a fast pace or should we go a normal pace?
I think maybe we should go fast.
Because we're scouting and scouts are supposed to be fast.
Well, I just think we should go fast because the amount of time the king's there, that sort of thing.
There's also that. And yeah, I think fast. That's my vote.
Yeah.
2 seconds, just looking at a couple of things. Right, so just so you remember, crossing through the creek, you'll get no sunlight down there, and so it's naturally dark unless there's other illumination. We're already accounting for the difficult terrain. So let's have you all roll me some. First of all, navigation. Still gotta make your way through. It's still a bit dark, so we get some survivals. Also, start block for them is on the other map. Second, I'm just checking the expert stat block.
Do we want to go to a break?
We can do it. It's only been like an hour though. Give it another
Oh,
bit.
I'm not asking. I just want to make some ramen noodles.
Okay, yeah, cool. All right, well, in that case, folks, we got hungry players, so we're gonna go and get some food in their bellies, and we'll be back in 10 or 15 minutes, and we'll figure out how these guys are going to progress with their travel. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon. And we're back, everybody. Thanks very much. One of us is still maybe eating, so he might not be talking for a moment, but that's fine. We just want to come back and welcome our lovely raiders. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're here having a good time, about to set off through the corrupted, infected snowlands of the northern wastes of the land of Galan. It's going to be a bit of fun. There might be some undead to deal with. There might be some snow creatures to deal with. We'll see what happens. These guys are trying to make their way north from the kobold village in the mountains that they've been in to the hills to the north, where they might be able to find some friendly giants to help them deal with their lich problem. So, yeah, that's a thing, and we're going to see how that all goes. So, folks, you were making me survival checks for navigation. Ralph made one before we left, so that covers Fizz. I need those from Taiji and from Kadam/Yahsob. Remembering what I said about your cohorts.
Yep. So advantage.
Yeah. And Taiji, did you want to have the extra D6, or did you? Oh, you don't really need it. All right, you guys are fine. You managed to pick out a good path. I think Taiji, being that, like, you know, Kadam and Yahsob were already pretty onto it, especially with their kobold mate for help. And I think you notice them sort of like trying to pick out a path that's gonna make the quickest way to the mountains, and you'll just notice that sort of with the distance that you can see, where they were planning to take you maybe leads through some way that might be a little bit more dangerous than otherwise. Like you notice that one area is lit up by like some glowing kind of purplish glowing rocks in the distance, and the other one is just like dense dark forest. So you see those two possible paths, and I'll let you choose which one you lead the party down, because you've got the better roll there.
I don't know.
Yes, there are two roads you can go by, but in the long run, there is still time to change the road you're on.
Unless they rejoin later. I'm going to.
Yeah, they're both leading to the same place. I'll tell you with that.
I was just going to roll. If I roll 1 and 2, we take the left path.
Which will be the glowy rocks.
And it's a 2.
It's a 2, right? Glowy rock path it is. So you guys will begin to make your way that way. I, at this point, need everyone to roll me a D20 for the first half of your travel day. 1s or 20s. See if something happens. Oof, that was close.
Well, so was
Boom!
that.
Thanks, Ralph. Okay, let's go to a map. I haven't quite finished fully preparing this one, but I'll bring you guys over.
You're not supposed to tell us that.
Oh, there's things I'm going to need to do before it's ready.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but you guys come across, you're traveling across the land, and like you see sections. Like the snow is still mostly white, but you can see sections where it's almost like ink is seeping up as though it's blood from from the snow, so you can see that sort of like starting to creep up on the ground. And there are patches of like where there might have been a tree or a bush. That thing is all withered, and there are these creeping, sort of twisted, purple-black vines. The rocks that you're moving through, it's sort of like the cracks in them and like the gaps in between them. You can see just this eerie, dim, purple light glowing from outside of it. The space that you're approaching, you can also feel a distant kind of tugging. So there's a couple of points, and as you get closer, you can into the clearing that you're approaching. You can see a couple of distortions, I suppose, in the air. One to the left, one to the right, and they're a fair way ahead of you at the moment. But if you spend a bit of time watching them, you see that for a moment, like, the air might swirl and then rip open and like just a crack almost, and through it you see nothing but endless shadow and darkness. And leaking from that is almost this essence of you know how I've previously described the if you remember back to the effect that encircled Shrek-Gespenst's foot when he died back in the first chapter of our campaign, back in Forces of Nature. It's this weird, otherworldly, black, purple, wispy smoke kind of stuff that kind of trails out of these rifts, and also somewhat from the vines. It seems to lift up from that kind of as if it's smoke. So that's the environment in which you're currently traveling through. I need... Well, since you're the one that rolled the 20, can I get you to roll me a D8, please? So I know what else to expect.
So, this was better than the forest path, huh?
Sure. Yep. Absolutely.
Yet
Cool.
again, I give him cause to doubt me. I'm just trying to do the right thing.
I might believe the wizard, but... I mean, the cleric, but this wizard...
No, I'm the cleric at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
I changed to the cleric when my eyes dimmed.
Alright, so... Just checking a couple of things. Okay, cool. So you guys got glowy things. Vision. So Kadam, you can see these. Taiji, shit. We need to give Taiji. What kind of dark vision you got going on?
With my... Oh, I've got those goggles on.
How can I see these? I don't have dark vision anymore.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
you lost. You gave me your goggles and...
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
oh,
dear.
this is going to be very interesting.
Terribly awkward.
Yes, indeed. You might need to do something about your light situation, Kadam, because now you can't see shit. So you had what? Was it 30 feet or 60 feet of dark vision, Taiji?
I'm just trying to work. Where's the
I think it's
goggles?
60.
Just trying to find the goggles. Hang on a sec.
Yeah, they're just goggles at night. So
Goggles
they're
at
60.
night. Yeah. That's 60 feet. Yeah.
So you can't actually quite see those rifts that I described. There are two currently on the map, but you've probably passed by a few of these in the distance to either side, and you've just kind of worked your way through to a point where you kind of need to move through these ones. They're a little bit too clustered nearby. But you're free to move. Let me just grab also your, what are they called? Sidekicks. Let me just grab them from the other map. Sorry, folks. Not as organised as I usually am. It's been a big week. Back to the town map. I had your sidekicks over there. So we have Sand, the Kobold, and Robot, the Bugbear. And so, should I assume that the Kobold is riding on the wall platform on your back, Kadam?
Yes, yes, and I hope he brought a torch because it doesn't seem I've packed one.
Well, he can see in the dark, but let's assume that he did, and that it's strapped onto the back of the thing just for your benefit, just for the moment. So I'll put that on his token just so it's easier. A torch is we've got 20 and 20, and we'll give you some animation, a bit of flickering. There we go. You've got a torch going on him.
I just want to say,
players.
I have dark vision.
You do? Yes, you do.
I'm a human with dark vision. Thanks, Moople.
Right.
Did we had a long rest in there before we left, didn't we?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now, Robar does need to also be given dark vision because he is actually.
The night before, right?
Hey?
We
Well,
we
at some
after all the
stage.
talks and then lunch. Huh?
Yeah. You go.
This whole area is covered in darkness as per the regional effects.
Oh, things changed. What's going on?
Moving stuff around with light on it, just getting it into position. Make sure you have your appropriate amount of dark vision, good stuff.
That's cool looking terrain.
Thank you. I made this map.
Yeah, I like this a lot. I like the dark and darker tree vibe, or whatever that is. I like that.
I don't know if she's supposed to have it, but I'm giving Bucket 60 feet of dark vision as well, because if she doesn't have it, she does now. Alright, so that's that. Let me clear out some other things, because a little bit of behind the screen stuff here. When I'm preparing a random encounter map, I'll prepare a map, I'll put all of the creatures I've planned in their groups around the edge of the map, and then get these guys to roll. I just need to delete the other ones that we're not getting.
So, a bucket emits dim light for 30 feet. And I'll fix her up.
Okay, cool.
Wait, no, that's only when there's an undead.
Okay, well, you'll find out about that soon, maybe. See what you might have to deal with. Okay, that's done. These guys. These guys back here. You guys.
Or actually has one other way to make light, and that's to activate her flame on her hooves.
Ah, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Can I walk up to Bucket and I'm gonna touch the crown and I'm just gonna cast light on it?
Sure. It's easy enough.
So that's 20 foot, normal 20-foot dim.
2020, so just like a torch.
Yeah.
We'll also make that flicker.
I'm gonna go ahead and make that dex save for Bucket.
Yeah, if you want to.
Oh, she failed. 9. Damn
Okay,
it.
so Bucket's helmet is now also going. Alright, so you guys have plenty of light going in here, so that's a bit better. Unfortunately, that light may have also attracted some attention, so can I get perception checks from all of you, please?
Si, senor.
Cool.
Is smelling involved?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll roll again, but yeah, 18 is my roll. Oh, sorry,
did have
26, not 18.
the vegetables for dinner, though.
So, all right. Off in the distance, in the sky, let's say a couple of 100 feet away, there's a sudden pulse of purple light, and this catches the attention of you. And it lights up the massive form of a blackened skeletal dragon. And Ralph and Kadam, you manage to catch the form of a heavily armored figure riding it. and it appears to be headed straight for you. What do you guys wish to do? You have moments to react.
Heavily armed figures riding what?
A heavily armed figure riding a rather oversized bone dragon, I guess, would be the best way I could describe it. And the dragon itself just pulsed with like that purple energy that the rest of this shit is lit up with.
What the fuck? I would yell at Taiji to take this light off my horse.
100%.
And I
would,
drop the cantrip, drop it.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
And I would my hammer in 2 hands and
Yeah.
ready for whatever comes.
Wow. Okay.
And then with that, I want to separate from the party. I don't want to stay in like,
Yep.
AOE positioning.
Yep, sure thing. All right, you can take 1 move action for free. Anyone else want to move, position, do anything? You get a free move and potentially 1 action, and then it's initiative time.
So just to be sure, he's coming from this direction around about?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, I want to be between him and the rest of the party.
Okay.
He moves 5 feet that direction.
I'm
Split
going.
up is what I yell. Sorry, go ahead.
You're right. I just want to. I'm going to turn and touch. What's his name again? Now.
The child?
Yeah, the child. I can't remember his name.
No.
What?
The young adult bugbear that has joined you.
And what's his name?
Robar.
Robar. I've got to write that down.
Taiji, do we need to
Yes.
talk to you about consent?
No, because I promised his father I would bring him back alive, so I'm going to cast Spare the Dying on him. You know,
Sure.
touch him on the shoulder. I'm like, you'll be right, mate. You'll be right.
Sure. No problem. You can't spare the dying on him. Absolutely. Are you moving or are you staying nearby?
Moving just to the side.
All right. What do you want him to do? You're in control of him. I need to give you control of him, actually. Second
He's-
options. Player accessible stats and show name to players. Okay. The same for the kobold.
He's just going to move back a little bit.
Okay, cool. And yeah, so Jeff, you're moving there. What about your kobold buddy? Is he staying with you?
As you said, he kind of goes between sitting in the howdah and flying overhead. If he's got the torch, the torch is built into the howdah, isn't it?
It's, the light is on him though as a token, but I can put it on you. That's fine.
Right. So,
But he's got dark vision as well, so
yeah. So, can he shoot from the sky, or is he too short on limbs?
he can shoot from the sky. That's fine.
Okay, then I'll I've got to write that down. Do you have his name?
His name is Sam. S-A-N.
Gotcha, Sam. Okay, so
San. S-A-N. As in sand without the D.
gotcha, Sam.
Yeah.
Okay. Comic Sans. Alrighty. I say, fly around. Perhaps we can get this thing from the sky as well as the ground. Yes. Fly around and destroy while we crush.
Alright, so he'll go up 30 feet and sort of hover around near you. I mean, flap around near you. So that's cool. Let's put him maybe like over here or something. Spread you guys out a bit. At which point I'm going to need everybody to roll an initiative. Let me just clear the combat tracker so we can get a fresh start. There we go. I need to check some distances. So, and his turn will be spent moving. I mean, the creature's turn will be spent moving closer. While you guys are moving and doing that and getting ready. So it's now basically at the edge of the map, in a northwesterly direction from Sam and from Bucket and Ralph.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got a
okay, did
10. Didn't
Yeah.
go up.
10.
Thank you.
Yep, so I will add you, Taiji, and you got a 10, you said.
Yeah, and I'm rolling
Uh,
for Robar.
no, I just add
No.
him.
Okay.
Yep, and I also add Sand, so they are both on there. I'll add the creatures. They are both on there. You guys got lucky, they rolled pretty low, so you've got some time.
I do like seasoning.
Yep. All right. So it is Sand's turn. You can see this dragon creature now. It's fully aglow with this purple light, and you can see it is very much like a bone dragon. Like it looks like it's made of bones, but the bones are like black and wreathed in like the shadowy smoke that I was describing before. That's coming up from the ground. This and the inside of its bones, you know, it's just glowing out from there. This purple, sickening kind of death energy. Ralph, you have faced a creature like this before. You've in fact ridden a creature like this before. It is most definitely a death dragon, and this one is much larger than the one you have previously faced, so potentially much more powerful.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. Sweet. And it's Sand's turn. So Jeff, that's your psychic. He's hanging about in the sky.
Hey.
The dragon is, let's see, from him, about 100 and something, 150, 135, 140 feet. So he might even be in range of his short bow. Let's have a look.
Sure.
Do you have you have a longbow. So he's in range of his longbow. He can shoot with that. That's in short range even. You can start shooting straight away. Yeah, he's got a longbow, buddy.
I'm pretty
And
sure
3 attacks.
I'm pretty sure you know what I'm going to do in this situation.
Take 3 attacks with your longbow, I imagine.
So,
2 seconds.
right?
Passive of 15. No, it's not. Just before you keep going, I'm just going to make a quick perception check for him because I've got the sheet up. Yeah, it's good enough. You can choose to target rider or dragon, so just keep that in mind going forward. That 11 won't have hit either.
Yep. Okay, so let's go for the rider with the second shot.
No problem.
This looks a bit more promising.
That'll hit.
Okay, so here's some damage. And that's a 6.
6
damage.
Yep, no problem. Just checking he doesn't have any kind of things. Yep, cool. All right, 6 damage. This one, yeah, you can see it strikes into the rider's side, and it just kind of like snaps the arrow off, and you know, like kind of just nudges it off with his elbow. But the damage is definitely applied. And
Another arrow.
I'll say at this point, I'm not sure if it's the appropriate distance, but hey, Fizz, that thing about bucket glowing when there are undead nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that starts happening.
Okay, I'll give her the aura.
Sweet.
Let's try a stake through the heart.
All right, so you're onto the voices. I love it.
Critical.
Oh, nice. Yeah, cool. Go ahead and roll that damage up. That's a good start from San. Okay, no worries. So that damage is applied. You can see that arrow strikes a little bit short. This one goes into its upper chest, and again, it just like sort of snaps it off and continues to bear towards you.
At the same time, Kadam and Yahsob yell out, "What?"
Yeah, nice. Do you want him to move? He's got 30 feet. He's currently 30 feet in the air.
Let's do some kiting. Kiting's always fun.
Okay.
He'll move back a little bit.
Yep. Staying 30 feet in the air?
Staying 30 feet in the air.
No problem. Alrighty. I assume that'll be his turn?
That'll be his turn.
No problem. Robar is up next. Hey, the sidekicks get to go first.
All right.
Most of them. Yep.
Hobart's going to look around. He's going to go, what do I do? Taiji will turn him and it's like, just attack him, man. So he's gonna he's going to move forward. What's his movement? It's 30 feet. Alright, so he's going to move.
Excuse me.
Oh my god, the artwork.
Up to
Robot.
here. And he still
Love it.
can't. Oh, that's 25.
Right, thanks,
5 more.
thanks, Hero Forge, for giving me the tools to do that.
And he can't see him, so he's going to hold his action to attack when he can see something.
Not a problem. Oh, that might have been the. You can see the dragon. All right.
Okay.
It is dark, but the dragon's glowing. So
okay.
he's still firing through the darkness. But if you've got range, which short bow, I'm not sure. Let's have a look.
83-20.
You'd have long, definitely. Let me check on short range for you. Don't think you're gonna have short range from that. No, long range. So you can shoot with disadvantage.
Okay.
How many shots does he get?
2.
2. And I'll say that he can't make out the rider, so it'll have to be the dragon.
Yep.
Yep.
He shoots with disadvantage for a hello.
Darth waiting on
13.
your roll. 13 will miss.
22. All
22
up.
will hit.
He gets a +9, so
Oh yeah. Decent shot this way.
alright. So he will do this damage. That roll not even come through yet.
No, still waiting for it. But if you can see it, that's fine.
Shit, I can't see that dice. It's underneath something. I think it's a 7. No, it can't be a 7. Hang on. What is going on?
Oh, I just got disconnected from above VTT. So it seems like above VTT is having a moment.
Yeah.
But I've now reconnected, so maybe try rolling them again if they didn't come through. We know you hit, we're just waiting on the damage.
Okay, let me roll damage again. See if that comes through. Well, I can see it this time. It's a 3. 3 plus 5. It's an 8. No, it's saying that it's not working. Keeps coming up with a disconnect. Let me...
I'll take your word on the damage for now. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Keep
roll. I'm just gonna roll his second with just the dice, not off his actual sheet.
Yep.
Let's see if that comes through.
See,
It might be just the sheet playing up.
It doesn't look to be making any difference from my end.
Yeah, it does. That was a 1.
Oh, there it is. Yep. Okay. All right. So I took the damage you already applied. We'll ignore that one because it's a test roll. You want to roll your second attack?
No, well that
gets two.
was that was the first one. Was that? Did you take that damage? The first one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was the second attack there. I failed it.
Okay. I was just letting you get away with that roll because it was a tester. But
No.
okay. Oh, cool. No problem. So he misses. That's fine. And that's where he's staying, like movement-wise.
Yeah, that's all he can do.
Cool. So in between his turn and Ralph's turn, you see the dragon rush like 40 feet closer to you.
How far away?
Rushes 40 feet closer. It's coming straight at the larger group. It seems to be ignoring you on Bucket for now. Let me unhide these guys. It is... Yeah, you can see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And it is about, let's say it's 50 feet. Yeah, at this stage. Cool. There we go. So it rushes forward, and then it's Ralph's turn.
I can't see shit.
Good.
Uh,
Well, I should give the dragon an aura of light, actually, so you can see it. Give me 2 seconds. Do it 10 and 10. Make it purple colors. Darker purple colors. There we go. So there you go. The dragon should now be lit up. I'll share its vision.
Yeah.
There you go. And make sure I give it a...
That made like the whole screen.
that
visible.
made the whole, yeah. Now we can see the
Oh,
other
wow.
ones.
Yeah, hang on. I'll sort
No,
it
it's
out.
not going from the other one. This line here is coming off the.
Yeah,
dragon.
I know what's happening.
Yeah, there you go.
That's good. We can see the dragon, and that's it. That's good.
Okay. So my turn.
Yes.
I want to hold my action to attack.
Yep.
The pike, and that's the end of my turn.
No problem. Kadam.
Okay.
Yahsob.
So, if I were to, theoretically speaking, if I were to sprint, oh no, I couldn't reach him anyway. Yep. So, I'm not going to do anything that crazy in the first place. I'm going to go to the front of these trees.
Okay. I need you to wait right there for a moment, please.
Waiting right there for a moment. Ding, 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 ding.
Something that's not mentioned a lot.
Um,
Dodge. What?
no, you go.
I was just gonna say dodge gives you advantage on dexterity saves of like a breath weapon.
Oh, that's good to know.
It doesn't say it. Like you don't. It doesn't say it like on your sheet, but it says it in the books.
Yeah, right.
Cool as hell.
I'm just trying to remember where I stored that information.
Cool. Anyway,
Right. Shit, I'm just trying to remember where I wrote something down because it's important for right now. Give me 2 seconds, folks. Crap, I'm really bad at this. Alright, I'm just going to have to make it up. I need a strength saving throw from you, please. It'll be that for the moment. Oh, hang on. I know where it is.
21.
Alright, you should be fine. I'm just going to grab something. Where is it? Oh, for real? I swore I had any notes on that, but apparently I don't. Okay, never mind. Yep, cool. You're fine. But as you're starting to run through that patch of vines, you feel them trying to wrap around your ankles, like you rip straight through them. But yeah, that was definitely trying to grab hold of you. Oh, wait. No, now I remember. You get to here, and as soon as you enter, these things will wrap around your ankles and you are grappled. Your speed is reduced to 0. You may use your action to try and break free. That's what the strength check does for you. So you can break free with that. But yeah.
Well, this would be a good time to mention you can't dodge if your speed has been reduced to 0.
Well, his actions would have been used to bust out. So yeah, these vines, like as soon as anyone gets near them, they start lashing out and trying to grab hold of you and restrain you.
Okay, well, since I'm gonna... Oh, so the action breaks out. Can I use, like, a little bit of remaining movement to get back a bit from them?
No, because your speed was reduced to 0 when you were grappled.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, understood.
But I do need to find the actual notes because there's also supposed to be an amount of damage, and I can't remember where the heck I put this stuff. I know I sent Fizz some, and I'm looking at that, but they weren't the entirety of the notes.
damage.
Oh, but I do though. It's important. Yeah. Crap, where did I put that? I'm really sorry, guys.
It's alright, it's the 13th episode.
It is.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Right, those.
Alright, I found the creeping corruption.
Yeah, but I didn't give you all the mechanical effects in what I sent you. Like, I'm looking at the stuff I sent you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I'm just trying to remember where I put that in my, like, which notes I put it in and all of that.
I just want to mention that he wrote death and dead in that same sentence.
Yeah.
Elric.
It's not good stuff, man. It's really not good. I was waiting for someone to run fucking straight through it. Oh, shit. This is bad. I might have to just make it up.
Do it, you're the
Yeah.
DM.
You don't want me to do that with this, though. You really do not.
1 point of damage.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a
Oh.
weaker creeping corruption.
Yeah, we're
Like
only
the
just
outer
getting
fringe.
we're only just getting into the creeping stuff. Can't be too strong.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
give us a taste.
Alright. So you grappled, your action is wasted busting out. Roll me a con save as well.
I was waiting for death save.
I'm good at
With advantage.
I rolled a 30 with a
Jesus.
20 involved.
Okay, you take 1 point of necrotic damage as these things sap a little bit of life force out of you. You still have a bonus action. I do believe your bonus action allows you to rage and gives you some movement. I will advise you that these things are still trying to grab hold of you while you're standing there.
Gotcha. So, at this point, Yahsob is going to say, "This is my area of expertise," roar, and gets his half movement away, and actually uses it to get a little bit up this corridor. So he's still between the dragon and anyone, and trying to attract her down this way, but having it offside of that way. You know, you get it.
Yep. All good.
So there's an aura of storm around me now. Any ally who gets within it will be resistant to thunder. Thunder dragon, get close to me.
Yeah, it's a pity it's not. But okay. Alright, so where are we at here? So that's your turn?
That's my turn. I'm gonna press the end turn button. Oh,
Okay, so I better skip to the head. It is now Bucket's turn.
Oh, good. Bucket is going to try to get up there. I realize it's 50 feet.
Mhm.
Are
what do
Are
you
these
have
things-
for?
these things I can jump on? Like,
Yeah,
How high are these?
absolutely. They're probably like between 10 and 20 feet high, depending on where you go. So, probably even with steps, like 10 and then 20. So, we can make it work.
So with her dash, she'll be able to go to like 120.
Mind the vines.
Definitely. Opening to see if it is 50 feet of movement. She has 60 feet. Yeah, so 120. So she can make it there in length. It's just a matter of the height.
Uh-huh.
How high can I get?
So, are you attempting to make a charging attack?
I am, because I use my action to dash. I'm going to use my bonus action to do the hooves if I can. If I can't, I can only get so high. Then I still have my pike to get through another.
You remember how I worded this for Bucket's special
I
jumping?
mean Ralph.
All right, let's see. So Bucket has brilliant leap. She gets a running start. Her horizontal jump. Okay, so her horizontal distance is quite lengthy. I didn't say that her vertical distance, so she doesn't get the extra on that. But if you make a running jump as part of a trampling charge, that doesn't specify it has to be horizontal. May add 20 feet to a total movement for that round. This may be used to reach the target or spring allowed to strike. Okay, so what would her jump height be normally with a running start?
If she was like a regular person, it would be
Yeah.
7 feet.
7 feet. Alright, so I reckon the extra 10 isn't too much for a stretch. Bounce, bounce. You need to get 30 feet. That's a tough one, but she's then large. Puts her at 10. Okay, look. I'm going to say that if you pass a very difficult athletics check with Bucket, she can get you there. But that's going to be all of the movement. And you will then be falling 50 feet.
Yeah,
Or
I'm okay
hovering,
with
or
that.
whatever the case may be. Yeah, cool. So I need a DC. I'm going to call it DC 20. This is a big one.
Thank you.
DC 20 athletics check from Bucket, please.
This
To make
is,
this, and this is like jumping up, like you're charging, getting up all the speed you can. There is also going to be another problem we have to deal with on the way through. So let's hold up on that because that has to happen before the jump because you've run straight through a space with a spatial rift in it.
where's that?
Have I not revealed the tokens?
Yeah, that circle that's right there in the middle.
This black circle. It's spatial rift.
Oh.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
No. Okay. So these were different heights, right? I'm just gonna draw the line of what I thought was happening.
Okay,
I'm jumping
yeah.
like up to here, running this.
Oh, yeah.
To try to that's like how I was
Okay,
picturing.
yep. All right, so you're only going to come past the outer edge. So give me one strength saving throw for Bucket to just be able to blitz straight through that, and it's not going to be that difficult on the outer edge.
Here's a strength. It's coming in. 16 plus 4, 20.
Easy. So she, like, you can feel it's trying to tug, but Bucket is just, she powers through. And now that athletics to see if she can make the jump.
Oh shit. Did you ask for him the other way? 10.
You know what? I'll give them to you the other way. But...
No.
But you get sucked in.
Them portals. Yeah. Honestly, I think we should because
might I
We
point
gotta
out
learn
that I told you that unlike the other two sidekicks you have, Bucket gets a hero point like all the other players.
oh
This might be a moment for it.
yeah, that's much better than finding out what the bad thing does. Let's do the
Yep.
hero point.
Cool. All right. So automatic success. You make it. She powers straight through the pull of that dimension, of that spatial rift, and makes this glorious leap, like up one step, up another, and then just like launches herself with you on her back towards this death dragon. So she can attack, and so can you. And a 25.
West, can there be like a second where she just freezes in midair and like light glows off her and then goes in?
Yes, 100%.
That actually does happen. Her built-in helm.
Yes.
It glows with light the closer she gets to undead.
Yeah.
And in fact, he takes an extra d6 of damage because it's an aura now.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, yeah, so 25 to hit. This is for the dragon.
Yep,
Just
that's
for
a
the
hit.
Dragon. And looking for the damage. It's this. That's so 10 a magical bludgeoning, and there's 4 radiant from her.
All right. No problem.
That's what that black circle is, if he's within that. And I guess that would be the other guy too. It'd probably be start of turn stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
But now that she's done that, I need the dragon to make a strength saving throw, DC 14.
Okay. No
Or-
problem.
Be knocked prone.
You bastard.
Well, I mean, it's just a DC
Yeah,
14.
I know, but so that's a 26 from a nat 20. It's not letting me share the roll, but that's no, not happening. But I do believe Bucket now has multiple attacks.
She does. However, I use my dash to get there, so the only
Yes,
attack
okay,
I have
yeah,
is her bonus action.
yeah,
And
not
she does
fair.
that.
But you did
Switching-
hold your action.
Yes. So here's an attack. Oh. Not good.
Yes.
Am I allowed my multi-attack?
Yeah.
Okay, then here's 2 more attacks. I'm gonna put these on the rider. Or try to.
And so far, not so good. Yeah, no. Because that last one might have hit the dragon, but it doesn't hit the rider.
Alright.
Alright, you ready for this?
With my bonus action, I'd like to open my umbrella and Mary Poppins my way down.
Your bonus action on Bucket's turn.
Yeah, I don't have an umbrella either.
I'll allow it. You got wingwear, don't you? No, but you
Oh, I do. No,
yeah.
I'm riding down with her. No,
Alright,
no.
cool. Right, so you're both gonna plummet 50 feet. With that leap, there's no way you're landing on the rocks, like trajectory. You're landing on the ground. So 5d6 bludgeoning damage each. That's going to be 12, and you are knocked prone from falling that far.
I will mark it on her.
Yep, you are still on your saddle, still attached to your saddle. But Bucket is pretty deft at getting up and stuff. In fact, give Bucket a dex save. She might be able to just get back to her feet as the last sort of bit of her movement.
Shit, where do I go? Stat block. Sorry, guys. Dex save. 14. And
Just from Bucket, because like you're attached to her, so Bucket will shake herself off and get back up, and you get righted with her. So you can't move any further. You're going to be on the ground. Hang on, move down there, over here, safe from any of the nearby vines. And you guys took that damage. Anything else? I think that's like kind of it. Hey.
that's our turn, yeah.
Yep, sweet. Okay then. In that case, being that it's now the rider's turn, let's see what he can do. Okay, gotta remember that. Oh, that's good to know. Oh, really? No shit.
At least Bucket got there and
that's
kicked the dragon.
cool. Okay, so this guy is going to leap off the dragon's back and descend towards you and Bucket. Okay? Longsword in hand. Oh, wait. Nah. This is way more fun. Is it though? Is it though? No, I can't get enough of it yet. Alright, no, never mind yet. No, he's gonna do that. He's gonna jump off, leap down towards you and Bucket. So he's gonna take damage, but he's doing this thing as he does it. He's casting a spell called Destructive Wave. So he's going to strike the ground, and a burst of necrotic energy ripples outward from him. So each creature he chooses within 30 feet of him needs to make a con save. So that's going to be both of you guys, both Bucket and Ruff.
Okay, sorry. Con save for me. Oh, shit. Oh, 19.
Okay, you
And-
pass.
And Bucket. 18.
Okay, Bucket also passes just. So that's good for you guys. You're only going to take half damage and you won't be knocked prone. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 18 thunder damage, 5d6. And then, so half that to 9, because you passed your saves, and 14 necrotic, half to 7, that's each. The knight guy is also going to take 18 bludgeoning damage from the fall. Fall prone, then use half his movement to stand back up. Yes.
No, nothing.
Uh,
But my initial thought was half your movement to dismount, just traveling down there, then half the movement to get up. But
traveling
I
down
don't
was
think
like technically
I don't think
falling.
it should count. Yeah.
Yeah.
then,
But yeah, so like half to dismount and half to stand up. He can't move any further. So he's now standing, like toe to toe with Bucket. And he has a long sword in 2 hands. Oh no, he has a shield, so he's got a long sword and a shield in hand. And he squares up to face you, but that's going to be about all he gets to do for the moment. And it will be Taiji's turn.
All right.
Also, just to give you an idea of what you're facing, here's an image in the game log. It's a fully plated undead knight, and he's got bones for hands and glowing red eyes behind a helmet.
What is going on? Why isn't the game log showing up images?
Don't you know? Doesn't matter. It's Taiji's turn. What's he doing?
Alright. My turn. Okay. I'm going to come forward my 30 feet. What am I going to do first? I'm going to... I think what I might do is... I'm going to... I don't know. Jesus, how far away is he now? Still way miles away, so I'm not going to do that. Okay. I'm going to do a 60 feet. No, that's not going to work. Oh, there we go. Let's cast Guiding Bolt at the dragon. That is what I'm going to do.
do it.
That's what I'm rolling. For a 23 to hit. I'm guessing that's a hit. Damage. You're muted, Mark, if you're talking.
Yep, sorry. Yeah, that's absolutely a hit.
And I rolled a 11 damage with guiding bolts.
Problem. So that takes damage. It blasts away at the dragon. You can see it singeing away at some of the underside of its ribcage and things like that. Some of the purple energy flares as you do so, almost as if it's reacting to the radiant energy. Not necessarily doing any more damage, but you can see that it's kind of reacting to being hit. Purple dot next attack against it will have advantage. Anything else?
No, that would be it.
Oh, well then. That's really not great for you guys. Because it's the dragon's turn. Let me see. Yeah.
I feel like I got half the problem.
Yeah, you've got half the problem. These guys have got the other half. Let's go with one of these. Okay, just to be sure. Yep, get all 3 of you guys from there. So it's going to swoop down to here, and you can see as this thing gets closer, it doesn't appear to be affected at all by the spatial rift. Like doesn't seem to be sagging in that direction at all, and the vines aren't reaching towards it. It comes down to about, let's call it 20 feet up, because this is a cone-shaped thing, so that's enough. So I need from each of you on that cone, so it's going to be Taiji, Robar, and Kadam. Dexterity saving throws, please. As a wave of ghostly purple flames is exhaled over you.
11. I'm probably
Okay, well that's a fail.
gonna take some damage, kid.
Taiji rolls an 8.
That's bad. And I need you to roll for Robar as well.
Yep. I'm just looking at his because he has something whenever the expert makes an ability check that includes its
Evasion.
whole proficiency bonus.
This is not an ability check, it's a saving throw.
Yeah.
You want to be looking to see if he has evasion.
Yeah, he does have evasion. Yeah, I was just looking.
Okay, so you'll automatically take half, but if you pass, you'll take nothing.
Yeah.
Can I?
So
That
Dex
reminds me of
is
something.
plus
Can I roll my
5.
advantage?
Can you roll your what?
Advantage on dex saves that affect you or
What's your rating? Yeah, absolutely.
things I can see. One.
Certainly can.
This is Rumbar's.
Still a fail.
Another 11.
Rumbar's with a
Robar.
plus 5. So
Rombar was Mod's character.
Robar.
With a plus 5, so a 21.
21.
That's a pass. So he'll and being where he is, like I'll say, he's just at the edge of it enough that he like manages to like take a couple of quick leaps back, and then after the thing fades, he steps back into it. So let me just see what exactly this all does. Okay, yeah, cool, just that. Alright, so Taiji and Yahsob, however, are going to take the full amount, which is 44 necrotic damage.
Holy shit.
Oof.
Yeah, as these ghostly flames rip through you.
Just want to mention, you
Jesus.
still have your hero points.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can be used on saving throws. If you want to halve that damage, go ahead and toss in the hero point. Tops those back up.
Oh wait, I'm in a rage. Oh no, that one. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay, so with that, so it's still flying at 20 feet. It's coming in towards you like that. It's done that. We're back to the top of the round. It is Sand's turn.
Okay, so Sand, seeing what's going on there,
Says maybe not that alley, but this way.
and how high are the trees about here? Like, can he see over them at the moment? Or does
Well,
he...
he's like many feet in the air,
Yeah, but
and also that's ground creep. So yeah, he can definitely see over it. Yeah, like that wouldn't be more than a few inches high, like ankle height kind of thing.
I think we all know what he's gonna do next.
Shooty, shooty, shoot, shoot.
Oh yeah.
Yep, go for it.
Now we've just got to wait for the. Oh, it opened up straight. Okay, it's got a longbow. We've got our first shot at this dragon.
That's a hit.
That's a hit.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got our damage, which is pretty crap. 3 damage from the first shot.
Yep. You will notice now at this range that these arrows are kind of like this thing's made of bones, right? So like it's hitting them, but it's kind of chipping off. It's not doing the as much damage as you would hope. So it's going to hit for 1 damage.
Well, he's going to take his second shot anyway, because he's on a roll here. Well, not a very good roll.
Not anymore. He's not. He missed. Yep.
And he's going to keep going.
I'll say that arrow got pulled into the spatial rift, and so did that one.
Alrighty, so he's this
Need better arrows.
Maybe he does. All right. Any more movement? Is that it?
all his
Bonus actions.
And I don't believe does he have bonus actions of any sort? No.
No, have a look and tell me.
I'm looking at him and I don't see anything.
Alright.
So no.
Thanks, Fizz.
That would be
Yeah, no
Alright,
worries.
appreciate it. Alright, Robust 10.
Yeah.
And he's just very narrowly missed getting fucking fried.
Yeah. So he's going to. How far away is he? 55. Alright. So he's going to step back here a little bit because he's only new to this whole adventuring thing and he's a bit scared. But he's going to let off 2 more shots with his bow. So he shoots 1.
These tell me they're grappling shots. He's about to ride the dragon.
Plus that and a plus 9. Did that
It's
roll?
probably close enough short range now. Yeah, he's in short range.
Yeah.
So will not be disadvantaged.
Roll that. He's got a +9, so that is
A hit.
22.
Yep.
And I'll just roll the second arrow. Oof.
Do you have any real dice, Jason?
Real dice.
Yeah, like physical dice.
Well,
Yeah, check on this.
I did have, but I don't know where the kids have fucking put them.
Yeah, right. Maybe grab yourself another set for future times. I'd post you to roll legit if you need to roll on a fucking, actual set.
So one hit is a D6 +5. That is 11.
Yep. All right. So again, you will notice now at this range that the arrows aren't exactly the most effective, but they are still, taking chips out of the bones and, causing it to react somewhat.
Well, okay. So we're just using this as, actually, we're using this as arrows, or we're using it as what we said pre-game.
Either way, it would be non-magical piercing damage.
Yeah.
Technically, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So for the moment, I will give them some cooler stuff when I get a chance to spec up their stat blocks there.
Yeah. Cool. Well, that will be him done then.
Okay. With that, the dragon is going to use a pair of its legendary actions to again rush forward 40 feet it can go, so it's going to rush forward and land here, right in between Taiji and Yahsob Kadam. And now it will be Ralph's turn.
Well, this guy has a slight problem. I have mounted combatant, so I have an advantage on him.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Who's smaller than them now.
Yeah, he certainly is.
So I'm just gonna swing into that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Crit.
Oh wow, yeah. So you crit, nice, very very nice. That's one. Oh dear.
All right, so that'd be 14 damage, but I think with undead I get an extra D10 radiant.
It's an amount of radiant. I can't remember how much.
Yep. So here's 2 more D10 on that crit hit there. 4, so 18 total.
18 total, and it is magical piercing on that one. So it's is that 18 total? Check that off. Done.
Second roll.
Yep, this definitely does some damage. 27.
19 to hit.
That hits.
Let me make sure that this is once per hit, or no? It says any undead is an extra D10. So
yeah.
So there's another D10. So 3, so 17 on the second one.
Yep. Done and done.
Another crit.
Oh Jesus, you're kidding.
Nope. So that's going to be 4d10 plus 4. I'm going to add 4 to this, whatever this is.
Holy shit, man.
20. And just to rub it in, I'm going to take my second wind.
Ah, you bastard. Okay, well, I'll let you know that you have already reduced him to exactly half HP.
Nice.
And I just got back 17 hit points, so...
How did you say second wind?
Yeah.
Okay, fuck, I thought you said action surge and I was waiting for another stream of attacks. Yep, okay, no problem.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Yep, cool. With that, in between turns, Taiji.
Mm-hmm.
The dragon is going to use a legendary action to lash out at you with one of its claws.
Cool.
That will be a 20... No, I'm not going to tell you how much to hit. It hits you. And it's going to deal 12 slashing damage.
Okay.
I knew you'd get there eventually, Mark.
Yep. I caught on. He's still got access to shield even in cleric form, so you know, I'm fucking onto this bullshit.
I remember early on, if Mark gave me shit for like just saying hit or miss, like he wanted to know the number.
It's like, what the fuck? Do you shield or not? I don't know. Try and find out. So good. All right. So that's that. That will now make it Kadum's turn.
You're muted, Kadum.
No, Bochet's muted.
Right.
I love it.
So, I guess I don't have to run over to him anymore.
No, he's right on top of you pretty much.
Okay, so now is probably a time to smash.
Sure.
And so I'm going to reckless attack with Cork's Grace, if I may.
Excellent. Go right ahead.
A 26.
No, that's a miss.
Ah, damn.
I wish. That's it.
Not much damage though. Only 6. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Thunder
Ew.
damage, of course.
Yep.
Oh, and of course my barbarian damage, which is 3. So.
Oh, wow, that could have been way better, man. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Well, I've got another attack.
Well, then, see how you do.
Oops, I forgot to roll the advantage.
Yeah, well, roll again because you're going to need it.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, no, that's a miss. Bonus actions.
Yeah, good point. I can cast lightning at this guy. So he's got a DC 14 to make.
Watching what?
Oh, sorry, Dex.
That's no problem. Rolling 7 through for the dragon. That's going to be a 14 exactly.
Oh,
Yeah,
so there's a bit of lightning, but he doesn't get hurt from it.
duck out of the way. Easy peasy.
You
Oh, now I know why it's not giving me the option to send my rolls to everyone. It is rolling to everyone. What the fuck?
Yeah, I've been watching that. It's funny.
Thanks.
That's the end of my turn, though, because I'm not going to run away from this dragon.
Okay, well then it's Bucket's turn.
Well, yeah, trampling
Ow!
or just hooving.
Yep,
Sorry.
go for it.
Bucket?
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of kicking the bucket, you're just being kicked by the bucket.
All right. So yes, she has 2 attacks. 26 to hit, and it's even worse. That's 28.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
So that's gonna be.
You know what really sucks is this guy has an ability that lets him add +6 to his AC against a melee attack that would hit it, and nothing you've rolled so far has been low enough for that to work on.
Plus 12.
Hell. Jesus Christ. The 26 damage from Bucket?
Correct.
Wow. Is there anything this guy can do about this right now?
And apparently, Bucket also has second wind.
Yes.
So, I'll go ahead and do that for Bucket.
Hey, can I actually vote the Bucket Fizz combo for star player points of the match?
Sure. 100%. In fact, I think because of that recommendation, Fizz, I believe that both Ralph and Bucket have used their hero points already.
Yeah.
You may have one extra one.
Sure.
Yeah, you can share between them, yes. That's great.
Sweet.
Alright, so bam, Bucket does a whole fuckload of damage. Anything else?
No, that's
No.
it.
Alright, so it's now the Death Knight's turn. Alright. Okay, you guys are being problematic.
He whistles for his dragon.
Yeah. Okay, I can do that. You're gonna hate me so much. You're gonna hate me so fucking much. Can I get a charisma save from Bucket, please?
Uh-oh, Bucket's gonna run.
Why does Bucket have bad charisma?
Had to have
Roll.
bad something, right? Oh, It's so close. So close, but it's also just not enough. The DC was 18.
Who
So
am I fighting? Who has a DC of 18?
this guy. So you unceremoniously dumped onto potentially your ass. I need you to make a deck save or fall prone as Bucket disappears.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Oh shit.
And then
Okay.
this creature just like either stares down at you or stares at you and sort of like readies its weapon. It's like, let's go kind of thing.
Okay, I know I have something. If you fall off your mount and descend no more than 10 feet, you can land on your feet if you're not incapacitated.
No problem, man. You're on your feet.
Okay.
So that happens. That's its turn. Taiji, you're up.
I imagine I'm standing like one of those plastic figures that are meant to be mounted on a horse.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. 100%.
Seeing
Oh,
seeing
sorry,
this
yeah.
big thing in front of me,
It's-
I hold up my talisman and I go, Halor, help, and I cast Channel Divinity, turn undead.
Oh, yeah. Cool, no problem.
So wisdom save of 18.
That cool, no problem. I feel like translates to I knew I was fighting a cleric.
And it
these guys
doesn't
have
work.
advantage on turn undead. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
cool.
Oof.
So nothing happens.
Yeah, no. Absolutely no. The dragon looks at you, tilts its head, and then just with this rasping, dry voice, is just like, Worm, you'll make a good lunch.
Alright. So in that case, I'm going to...
After lunch on a robot.
I'd also like to point out that even if I hadn't rolled a natural 20, yeah, it's taken legendary actions. That should be a hint about something.
Oh, I didn't notice he did.
Yeah, he's been doing things in between people's turns.
2.
Gosh.
Yeah.
You got this, Jason.
Okay. Let's see what this does. No, not that one. Where
So
is
that
it?
was your action, I believe.
Huh? Yeah.
That was your action, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem.
Alright, so as a bonus action, at the moment, I'm going to cast my spiritual weapon.
Sure thing. I will get you a token.
So, okay, so we want to do it at that level.
Such a good combo.
Alright.
Alright. And the spiritual weapon's going to attack.
Uh-huh.
Come on, spiritual weapon.
It's the spell in the game, or it's the worst spell in the game. It depends on the night.
15 to hit.
Looks like it's the worst spell in the game tonight. That's a miss, I'm afraid.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
in that case, I am done.
Well then.
You may be right. It's the dragon's turn.
Uh-huh.
Your
let's-
spiritual weapon be a branding iron that's just chasing the dragon around?
Alright, so it doesn't get its breath weapon back, so that's good for you guys. What's bad is that it's going to attempt to bite Taiji.
Oh, nice.
And it's going to go to 21 to hit.
21 is a hit, yes.
which is going to deal 17 piercing damage and 7 necrotic damage. And you are grappled and restrained in the dragon's mouth.
Oh, lovely.
Yep, at which point it's going to turn over and lash twice with advantage at Kadum because he was reckless last time with its claws. So that's a 28 to hit and a 27 to hit, so they're both going to be hits.
Oh dear.
And they will be for 14 and 7 slashing damage, so 7 and 3, half because of your rage. And then, let's have some fun. This thing is going to fly 80 feet straight in the air and drop Taiji back on his head for 8d6 falling damage.
Yeah.
Yes, you can absolutely do that.
I'm gonna do that. So here comes Cord's Grace. Can I do that recklessly, or is that...
No, reckless is only on your turn, and it's only 17 bludgeoning damage, Taiji.
Yeah. I'm just trying to...
It is 22.
Okay.
17 only.
22 to hit that.
Yeah, only 17. Yeah, so you hit. Sorry, whoops.
And thunder from the thunder hammer. Pretty crap. Only
8.
8.
No worries. That's applied. Now this thing's flying 80 feet in the air above you. And it cannot now also probably see the predicament that its rider is in from here. So, Sam, it is Sam's turn.
Alrighty. So, Sans. He is going to do a circle around. Actually, that's a terrible idea. He's actually going to keep on going this way. And he's going to hammer it from this angle. His bow's not doing much, but tell you what, let's just roll with it anyway, because his sword's probably not going to do much better. So,
I'll just let you know that Sam is starting to feel a little bit of tug from the spatial rift. If he goes any closer or gets any lower, he's going to start having issues. And 23 is a hit.
so his arrow didn't have issues at least.
Oh.
So 5, which I'm guessing is going to be 2.
Yep.
And we've got our second shot, which is 14. It's not good enough for this guy.
No, it is not. Third shot?
Last shot, a 19.
No, that's a hit.
It's between 14 and 19, people. So, hey, a nice big one for you.
Nice. 5 more damage. That is done. This thing still looks pretty reasonably healthy.
Okay, well, San, as previously discussed, has no bonus actions, so
Okay,
that's it.
no problem. In between Sam's turn and Sam, this thing's going to fly 40 feet in this direction and also come down by 40 feet as it does so. And then it will be Robot's turn.
Nice. Sorry. Wife just texted about the kid.
Oh, good. Matt, they okay?
Yeah, he seems okay at the moment. They're just waiting for blood test results.
Okay, cool.
Sorry. So what was that?
It's Robot's turn.
Oh, yep. Cool. All right. So I'm still in his mouth. Sorry, or
No, he dropped you. You're prone on the ground.
can I take a reaction shot at him as I'm fucking falling out of his mouth?
Absolutely not.
Damn it.
I love it.
Why not?
Nice try, but because it's forced movement on yours, but still it's forced movement.
All right. So Robar will step up here again And he's just going to take 2 shots.
Sure.
I don't know. I reckon I could still. I'm a mechanical robot.
No. I mean, yes. If you can pass a DC 50 dexterity check, which you can't. So 14 plus whatever he's got is going to hit.
Plus 9, yeah.
Yeah.
And the second one. I need a better computer because it takes ages for my dice to roll with all this other shit running. That's an 18 with 9, so they both hit.
No,
Two.
Are you still on a predator?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You're going really off your hand than to make that better.
Alright, 2d6 plus 10. 17 damage. All up for the 2 hits.
Alright, so I need to take them separately because I've got to halve them. So
Yeah.
it's plus 5 for each one. So 11 down to 5 and 6 down to 3. 8. Boom. Done. Still
Cool.
looking relatively healthy.
And that's all he can do.
Alright, Ralph, you're up. Your trusty steed has vanished due to what seemed like some kind of spell cast by your opponent.
Oh, sorry. Can I... Sorry, just before you do that, as a bonus action, I didn't realise, as a bonus action, can I give Taiji the helpful action, please?
Helpful.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't realise he had that.
Yeah, you can totally do that.
Cool. And that's done.
Cool. You will need to move him up to be next to Taiji to do so because you need to be in touch range.
Yep. He still had movement space. So.
Oh, that's how help works.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure. But, yeah, all good. That's not a problem. So yeah, Ralph, off you go.
It depends on what you're helping them with. Like, a lot of people will use their familiar to use the help action on the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, however you can figure it out. Okay, so my turn. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's only one thing a fighter can do, right?
Yeah.
But I don't get advantage this time.
No, you do not.
Please hold.
I'm good.
Damn it, that cost an action. Okay. I'm going to just attack them.
Okay.
13,
That's a miss.
but it's okay because if I take the attack action on my turn, I can use the Shield Master Shove. As a bonus action, I can shove a creature 5 feet.
Ah,
So, athletics.
athletics.
24.
Oh, all right.
I would like to shove you prone.
It's a 24.
Wait, he matched it?
Yeah.
I would like to shove you prone, but I can't. So
Nice try.
I attack again.
Sure.
Oh, missing.
Oh man. Yep. No good. You still have a third attack, right? Because that was a bonus action to do the shove.
Yep, 17.
Will also miss. Deflected by his shield.
Well, I'm glad nobody can see this. And I'm not live on the air.
The dragon can. He's going to tell everybody.
Oh, he's right there?
He's 40 feet up and above you. Back over this way. Like he's not actually close to you,
Okay.
but he can see where you are. Yeah. He's 35 feet away and 40 feet up from you.
Shit, I know this is bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. I should just stand here. Sorry, my turn.
All good. With that, this guy's going to use his other legendary action to turn around and say to all of your friends, "You should see how badly your friend missed." I'm joking.
I mean,
Yeah.
It works for a bad guy.
Yeah, totally. All right, Kadam, it's your turn. I say, yeah, that did happen. Love it. Kadam / Yahsob, it is your turn.
Okay, so it is considerably high up in the air.
Aha.
So, with the range I've got from it, because my normal movement would just reach it, I'm pretty positive my whistle wouldn't reach it. At least not to let me do an attack. So, what I'm gonna do...
But your
is-
normal movement would reach it.
Oh, yeah,
Aren't
it's
you- aren't-
the-
Aren't you
Yeah,
mostly
yeah.
barbarian?
Yep.
So yeah, it's high up though is the problem.
It's only 40 feet up. You've got 45 feet of movement. You haven't got a problem.
Okay.
You can mount them.
Technically, you could.
One mouth is going to be whistling,
Yep.
and the other mouth is going to be yelling, "I'm coming!"
Oh, that means
God.
you can cast and fly.
Yeah. It totally can. If he's not raging and Yahsob's whistling, then Kadam can be casting spells.
Of course, right now though, I am raging,
Yes, yes, you are. Go ahead and make your attack rolls.
and I'm whistling. And can I do that recklessly in this mad situation?
You 100% can.
I recklessly whistle.
19.
Is a hit.
Okay, so the 19 is going to do 7 bludgeoning plus a bit of thunder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, 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 wow. It's
13 in total. That's a good roll.
okay. Now let's have another hammer at this guy. 21 is pretty good.
Yep. Should never have given you guys all these magic items. No, I'm kidding. I did that on purpose so that I could throw shit like this at you. Another 14. Cool. Done.
In last campaign, if you did it on a porpoise, but then it's got to make a DC 14 Dex saving throw to resist getting a
25.
Oh, diddly darn.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm in the air with my whistle. I've
Uh-huh.
just made my attacks and my bonus action.
Yep.
And my movement.
Yep.
And
Just so you know, you do still only have one set of lungs, so it's not like you get 2 sets of con stats to hold your breath for.
I kind of get that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Cool. Alright, is that it?
I can end my turn there, I think.
Alright. Let me check something.
A dangerous position. Quite precarious.
Yeah, okay, well, Bucket is incapacitated. So we'll skip her, and it is the Death Knight's turn. Okay, Fizz.
Yep.
Okay. Let me see here. No. Oh, that could be a bastard, but no. Yeah, no, fuck it. Yeah, considerable threat. It feels.
Oh, come on, I've missed them like 7 times.
Sure. So it flicks its sword around, and the pommel begins to glow with like a hellish
Oh no.
fire, and it launches an orb into the rocks behind you that explodes back towards you. I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. Alright, I'm rolling.
Mhm.
Then I got some things I need to figure out.
Okay,
10.
that's a fail.
Oh,
So
But
what are the,
It shows that I have advantage on my dexterity saving throw on my sheet.
okay?
Or something. I know I have a plus whatever my shield is because of Shield Master.
Yep.
But
Just have a look.
Maybe that's a plus, maybe that's not advantage. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm failing, but advantage might help me here, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can add my shield's AC bonus to Dex saving throws, so I'd get an extra 2, I think. Possibly 3? Yeah, so 3. That would put me at a +2 for my roll.
Yep.
That must be what that symbol is, a plus.
Yeah, it's a situational bonus. +3 when not incapacitated. Yeah. If you click on the little green thing, it comes up with that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
cool.
12.
Alright, so fail. Yeah. Okay, so this is a Hellfire Orb. And you're going to take a number of fire damage and a number of necrotic damage. So the fire damage, it's bucket that's resistant to fire, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be all for you, buddy. That is 30 fire and 42 necrotic damage. So 72 total. That was a Hellfire Orb. It can only do that once a day. It leers at you and stares you down.
Yeah. If only I could look back. I think my mouth is just open. Screaming. It's the back of me scorched. There's not even armor back there. It's just molten metal falling off.
Yep, pretty much. Love it. Alright, and with that, it is Taji's turn. And you guys probably would potentially hear Ralph scream in pain as a massive explosion rocks the land around the corner. You see the light from it, you hear it. Like, that did not sound good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All
Like
right,
every
so-
slavery movie you've ever seen wrapped into one lashing.
Yep.
So I'm going to come up 30 feet. There.
Mod reckons, Fizz, you need to tell me that you found a global invulnerability on the ground outside and how lucky you were. I talk bullshit.
Oh, he used his hero
Oh.
point for that.
Sorry,
Had one.
but
Just kidding.
yeah. Sorry. Just before you take your turn, Taji,
Mhm.
the dragon's going to use its last remaining legendary action to slash, and by last remaining, I mean this round, to slash at Kadam with its claw. 26 to hit for 14 slashing, halved to 7. All right, go ahead, Taji.
Okay.
Oh, I should have had advantage on that.
Advantage on what?
No, the dragon, because
Oh.
Kadam's been reckless.
Yeah,
So,
well,
yeah.
none of the things have actually had advantage for against the dragon either. One of them should have had advantage.
The very next one that
Yeah.
did it probably should have. So yeah, and it hasn't happened. So that can be on whatever the next one is.
Where did my...
No mod. It was not a friendly dragon.
Hey. All right. I don't know where that went. It just disappeared on me.
Oh, sorry. Was that yours? I thought it was the one I dragged away before. My bad. My bad.
You just stole my circle.
It's because I don't want you to cast the spell, obviously.
Okay, so you see Taji sort of his eyes pulse as he starts drawing magic from a different source.
Nice. Cross-casting.
Puts his finger up and points at the dragon, just goes, die, as he casts Fireball.
Yep, nice. Alright, so spell's going to go off, and then after you launch it, I need 2 strength saving throws from you.
Okay.
I don't know why I thought that was a power word kill.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Well, I'm going to do this first. I'll do the damage for the Fireball.
Yep, sure thing. Oh, Jesus. I'm just going to move a little bit.
Uh, 45 damage.
Okay, cool. I'm just going
If
to
he
move this over.
doesn't
So you will
pass.
also notice that, hang on, you've got a colour for that.
Dex 16 too.
Oops.
Oh no, it's well. Hang on, is it off tart? Okay, which Dex saving throws it off? Because
Use the spellcasting for the spellcaster whose spell it is, but the spell slots come off of both. You know what I mean? So it's the wizard.
Okay.
Yeah, it's as if he's casting it. I'm just what you will also notice is that the fireball burns away the vines in this section, at least temporarily. You can see them recede, like they're not gone, and they start to slowly creep back, but you have managed to clear a little bit of space through here from the vines with that fireball.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, you wouldn't, because the dragon's 40 feet in the air. My bad. Get rid of that. But yeah, alright, so that amount of damage is going to roll a dex save. So what did you say it was?
16.
16. Alright, so it fails, but it's going to use one of its legendary resistances and choose to succeed instead and take half of that damage. So it'll be 22. Boom. Yep, cool. It's still looking relatively healthy. It's not like, starting to break apart or anything yet. But like it's probably getting close to being half fucked. First one's a pass. Second one is a pass, but only because you passed the first one, and I'm going to be nice and move you 5 feet this way. You can feel that spatial rift that is to the north east of you is trying to pull you towards it. But each time you passed your save, so you didn't move, and there was no damage associated at that stage. So
yeah.
So that's fine, but you will have to make that save at the beginning of your next turn if you stay there, like you don't move away from it.
Okay.
Just so you know. So if you want to move further away, you can. Otherwise.
Well, how much should I move up to there? Let me just double check. It's there. And now, okay, I can move 5 feet.
Yeah.
So I'll just move 5 feet back here.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, that's good. That'll keep you out of its range. Alright, and now it is the dragon's turn.
Hang on a second.
Whack.
Got a bonus action.
Oh, my bad.
Now I'm just trying to think.
Mod, to answer your question, possibly, but you might have to ask David Bowie. I thought it was funny.
Alright, so I might as well just move this up. He's gonna fly up 20 feet. Alright, now I'm done. You're muted, Mark?
He's applying psychic damage for his own joke.
Yeah. Also, I was letting the dice tell the tale of how fucked you guys are. Let me get the red gun. What's the right size, right? Yes, it was.
Oh, are we Bermuda? That's a triangle.
Uh-huh. So, Kadam, Taiji, and Robar all need to make me dexterity saving throws, please. Kadam, you have advantage because raging, and Robar, if he passes, will take no damage.
13.
That is a fail.
Oh, darn.
Sorry, what was it?
So, dex save. It's the purple ghostly flames again.
Yeah.
That's a fail.
14. No, because I got the helpful, so I should be able to add a d6.
Let me check exactly how that works.
Or is it just on attack rolls?
Yeah, no, you can receive help. That's fine. It's got extra things for if that rolls an attack roll. So yeah, go ahead, add your d6.
That'll be a 5. That's
That
19.
is enough. Okay, that is enough to pass. So you'll take half damage, and now roll for robot.
Yep.
I like to use my hero point to keep him alive.
Just 16 plus 9. He's passed.
He's fine. He takes no damage. You don't need to use your hero point, Fizz.
Yay!
Yeah. All right. So it's just the two of you. Taiji, you'll take half. Kadam, you'll take the full amount. So 33 for Kadam and 16.
That's necrotic, isn't it?
Yes, 16 for Taiji.
I've been forgetting to apply this.
You're resist.
Bonecraft armor gives me resistance.
Oh. Well, then you take half as well, and you probably should have taken half of all the necrotic damage. But that's your own fault for not reading your new magic item.
I'm just not fully attuned yet.
Yeah. No, I dig it.
16.
Yeah, 16 each. That's fine. That was a little bit disappointing on my part. So, in which case, I'll get those back. It will be Sand's turn.
Okay.
Actually, no, hold up. He's going to risk the ale. I'm just going to fly down to and land.
Okay, so I'm AOPing.
Yes, you are.
No recklessness, as we previously discussed.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a 16.
That is just a hit.
Ah, so the magic number is 16.
I said that earlier in the piece. I just thought I'd say it again.
And we've got 14 in total. 14.
Plus your rage damage.
Oh,
So
yes.
17.
17.
Alright, cool. That is applied, and at this point, you start to see some of the ribs cracking away with that blow. This dragon is looking a bit fucked. Also, I know why the advantage didn't matter, Taiji.
Yep.
Because Kadam was the one that hit it, and he went reckless, so he had advantage anyway.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, but it's still always only on the next attack. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, no problem. So it lands over there after taking that big hit from Kadam. Actually, I might have it land like here. I think that's a little bit better. Yeah, it's going to land there. And then it's Sand's turn.
Okay, so Sand, the man, is going to. He's got 30 movement, so we can get him to about there. And I'm hoping that he sees this little guy now.
Yeah, he'll be able to see him.
Has he got a clear shot, or is he better off shooting?
Yeah, you're elevated, so it's fine.
Excellent. Excellent. So let's.
Oh, but wait, you flew him straight over the spatial rift without saying he went higher. Did he go higher?
I'd imagine if he saw a spatial rift, he'd definitely fly around it. So, yeah.
Make a perception check, see if you did see one.
That was my question. Like, how obvious is this thing called the spatial rift?
Yeah, it's like, it's there, but it's not.
19.
Is it?
Yeah, right, he spots it.
Is it always there and always?
No, it's always it's always persistent in its effects, but it's not always visually visible. But once you've seen it, like, you kind of know
Yeah.
that something's not right in that area. So yeah, he spotted that one. He can fly over the top of it, get a bit more high. That's fine.
That, he's flying and he's going.
It's life, Jim, but not as we know it.
Yep, something like that.
Then he takes a shot free.
Mhm.
Be little armored man.
No problem. Go for your life.
So we're hoping for high. That's a high roll. That's a nat 20.
Yeah, that'll be a critical hit. Go for your life.
Okay, so let's roll some crit damage here from our little cobalt. Holy!
Holy fucking shit. Yeah,
Wow.
nicely done. And that seems to do the job properly. It strikes straight into this thing's neck, and it's like, it growls a bit in your direction. It's alive still, but
Do
it
the
didn't
same
like that.
again, Dan. I believe in you.
Before you do, I need to roll something on the Death Knight. Okay, all good. Go ahead. 21 hits.
Excellent. So here comes the normal, non-critical damage. 5.
Okay then. Roll this. Yep, cool, no problem.
And then we've got a shitty 13.
Yeah, that'll miss.
He got overconfident on that first shot. I don't
Yeah.
judge him.
Alright, is he doing anything else?
No, he's good. He's good.
Alright, in between him and Robar, the dragon will use a legendary action to swipe a claw out at Ralph. That will be a 30 to hit. For 9 damage, slashing. So 3 off of that, so 6.
Noted.
And now it's Robar's turn. Jason, that's you.
Yes, sorry, just looking. I'll just. Alright, so he's going to. Robar's going to step forward. Can he make it up? Oh. Up to here without getting sucked in?
Yeah, you can go to there. It's fine.
He's not in those bloody. Things
No, it's just he can avoid them. You can see them like
But
right at the
he-
edge of them.
He won't be able to shoot at anyone because those rocks are too tall.
No, it won't. Yeah.
So if he's up next to Kadam, he's going to give him the helpful action.
Kadam's up in the air.
Oh.
So he might
Well,
have
he
to
can
get
still-
Taiji on his way past or something.
Does he it doesn't say that he has to be right next to him, it just says give the helpful action.
With how help works, like, because it says you can give the help action. With the way help works, like, it depends on what you're doing. So, like, if you're trying to give him advantage on an attack or give him the extra roll on an attack, you would need to be within 5 feet of the creature that he's attacking. You know, to just
Or
generally give a help. Or
Lifting something, we got to be within 5 feet of him.
Okay.
yeah.
Uh,
So
As long as you
Okay.
can figure it out, you're good.
yeah.
Usually.
Yep, okay.
He could hang out and help Taiji again, you know, just in case the dragon leaps back for another fucking breath weapon, or
No, he's just gonna hold his action to attack if it flies up that he could see it.
sure, no problem. All right. In which case, Ralph,
I am in such a horrible spot.
you really, really are.
Like, nobody can get to me. There's all this frickin' vines blocking the way.
Yep.
I'm going to Misty Step.
Okay. Nice one.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot. Where are you Misty stepping to?
Fancy, Clancy.
To a world where I have Misty Step.
Oh, you don't actually have it? Okay, fair. I was about to be like, you know what's great is your dark vision is 30 feet, and that's the range of Misty Step, so like you can perfectly see just far enough to Misty Step away.
The one thing, when the dragon came at me,
Mm.
I have something called Hold the Line, and I provoke opportunity attacks when anything moves
Yes.
around me. So I'd like to get that attack, because I missed it.
Okay, that was several turns ago. But yeah,
I
sure,
know.
You can have the attack, so all I'm going to say is you're not stopping him from getting to you, but you can definitely have the attack.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
things happen. I just
Yeah.
seen it, so I'm like,
Yeah. No, absolutely. Take the attack, that's fine. Hit, and
plus 10,
damage.
or
Yeah.
plus the D10, 20.
Okay.
All right,
Just
and
takes that damage.
I don't really have anything but an attack, and they're both bloody.
Yep.
I'm gonna go for the knight. Is he trying to get on the dragon?
You don't know yet. It hasn't been his turn since the dragon landed.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll just attack him.
Just with that too, Fizz, you rolled a D8 for that D10 too. Just remember you rolled.
You rolled max though, so
Yeah,
I just
I know.
went with it. You know, like
Yeah.
8 out of 10 is pretty good. Who are you going against?
The knight.
That attack, he definitely parries your spear aside with his sword. You would have hit him, but he was too quick for you.
Okay. So 2 more.
Yep.
Here's the hit. And 19?
Miss.
Okay, so 1 lot of damage.
Yep.
I'll roll a d10 this time. There we go. And another 20 damage to that guy.
20 damage, no problem. I'll take that off of him. I don't need to roll.
Would
So
concentration.
Yeah.
I would also like to use
awkward.
Unwavering Mark on him.
Okay, sure. Talk to me about that. I've forgotten. It's been a while.
Yeah, I don't use it that often, and it really doesn't help unless somebody else gets over here. Right? It's just kind of like a preventative measure, but basically, he has to attack me. If he tries to attack anybody else, he's less likely to hit them, and if they do get hit, they'll take half the damage, and then on my turn, I'll get an advantage attack on him with extra damage. But there's nobody here, and he's not going to attack his dragon.
Yeah, cool.
It's just in case somebody pops up. It's there.
Yeah, makes sense. All right, no problem. Anything else, or is that everything?
Yeah, I'd like to action surge.
Okay, no problem. Go for it.
And 3 more attacks at him. Oh,
Yeah.
I missed. Oh, nat 1.
Oh no, well that's going to be an out.
Nope, because he used his reaction.
Oh yeah, it is a reaction. Yep. Okay, cool, no problem.
Nice. Oh, I hate these dice.
Oh wow. Yep. Okay, so they all miss. Nicely
Best
done.
action surge ever.
Yep, love it.
That just leveled out those 2 crits you did before.
Yeah, it really did.
All right. That's it for me.
Okay, no worries.
I think that's 10 misses on this guy now.
Yep.
Jeez.
All right, Kadam, your turn.
Righty, so I've been measuring, and I can't fly as far as I want to fly here.
That's a shame.
So, here's what I'm gonna do, if I may.
Wait, you have Dumbo ears. You should have a glide.
No.
And 2 jets.
As long as he's got a feather in his trunk.
And he has jet engines. You just gotta paste the trunks back and blow.
Well, I did have a vegan breakfast, so I should be blasting like a jet engine.
It was just vegetable stew, man. It wasn't full of beans or anything.
Okay. So
It's like carrots and potatoes and shit.
that, but I'm raging, so I can't use my bonus action to heal, can I?
Nope. You can use it to drop your rage.
Even with bonus action to drop.
Yeah, even with 2 heads, not yet.
Not yet. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, since
Yeah, Yahsob's yelling a little bit loudly in Kadam's ear for him to concentrate on casting any spells.
then there's one thing I can do.
Yeah.
Now, I
Oh, sorry, 1 minute. I have to backtrack a little bit because, Ralph, you nat 1'd. And yes, the knight used his reaction, but the dragon hasn't, and he's right there.
Well, you retconned for me, so.
Guess what? You fucking missed.
Nice.
Yeah. Alright, cool. Sorry, go on, kiddo.
okay, so I have a plan. Now,
Yep.
can I use an item action to pull out my spear. Even though I'm carrying a two-handed weapon, I'm thinking relegated.
Yeah. Yeah, I only need 2 hands for a two-handed weapon when you're attacking with it. So yes, you can throw your spear.
Okay, then that is what I'm gonna do. It's a forge-blessed mechanical spear, so
Excellent.
I've flavored it with lightning, but it may not necessarily do lightning.
It'll just do magical piercing, but that's enough to beat fucking.
It's a
Most
25
things.
to hit.
What are you throwing it at?
Sorry, I should have actually specified. He
Yeah.
is, because he can see little man.
Yeah.
He thinks little man is going to be the fun target.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that definitely hits him.
Well, little man is hit by a forge-blessed mechanical spear.
Sure.
It's got 2 profiles. One's 1d6, one's 1d8. Oh, because it's
No, because one's for two-handed in melee. Yeah. So it's just going to be the d6.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so 8.
8. That will be 8 damage
With
and
the
a
loud thunderous sound.
yeah, and a con save, which he passes. Anything else?
Just simply, Kadum yelling, God's grace will strike you! While, Yahsob over yells at the same time, Yahsob smash!
Lovely, lovely. All right, cool. With
People at home,
that,
in your head.
yeah, with that, it is the Death Knight's turn. He's going to mount his dragon.
Look at it out.
Sure.
Please hit. Wait, I have
said
my
we have-
thing. I have my thing.
Right, so
My
he's
hero point.
mounting. Ah, yes. So he's mounting.
Mm-hmm.
He's not actually left your range yet.
He doesn't have to.
Oh, because he moves, he provokes one. Yep, cool. Right, so hero point, you want to auto hit? Auto crit?
Sure. Yeah. I'll take
Right.
that.
Yep, so you just he's distracted for the moment. You take advantage of the opportunity and you just lunge and going for the stab. So auto crit, roll crit damage.
+4. So 26. And his speed is reduced to 0.
It certainly is. Because the spear goes. Well, I don't know. Why don't you tell me how you want to do this?
Well, I think I see him jumping up to get onto the dragon,
Mhm.
and I just run the spear through his hip, trying to like immobilize him.
Nice.
And maybe more of him falls apart than I expected.
Yeah, it literally just goes like straight up through him on an upward diagonal angle, so it comes out the opposite shoulder, and then your spear just pulses with radiant energy, and he explodes into dust.
Or that.
Yep. So that one's dead. Which the dragon does not react too well to that. So in between the Death Knight's turn and Taji's turn, the Death Dragon is going to use.
Please hold. Bucket's back, right?
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. About that. I need to check how exactly this works. Okay, yeah. Bucket will reappear in the nearest unoccupied space. So
Full or empty?
Bucket can appear here. It's unoccupied, not in the vines, not in melee with the dragon. Oh, hang on, the dragon might have some reach. Right.
And I don't mind if she is.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Dragon's about to fuck off anyway. So yeah, Bucket reappears, and then the dragon basically looks around at you guys and is like, "I'll take the beating at home," and kicks off into the air, flies 40 feet away and 40 feet up using 2 legendary actions. No attacks of opportunity are provoked, so it gets to being just off screen 40 feet up. It is fucking legging it. With that, it is Taji's turn. You can still see it if you get around the corner, but you have a spatial rift problem to deal with also. Yes, because that's only about 20 feet high. It's 40 feet in the air. You probably can see over that from where you are, Taiji, but Robot can't. It's too close.
Maybe
So,
muted. I don't know.
yeah, I can't hear you. Listen. Can't hear you, Jason. You're muted.
Okay, let's do that again. Rewind. All right.
Yep.
So, seeing the dragon flying up, I then reach into my pocket. I pull out my wand and I point it at him and go, "Die, dragon, die!" And I let off a fireball.
What's the range on fireball?
Huge. Hang on a sec. It
120?
is.
Yeah, fine. Not a problem.
Yeah, 150 for fireball.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Fireball, go ahead. So, deck save from the dragon.
Yes, it will be.
Yeah. Roll on the deck save. Natural 20 on the deck save.
Bugger.
Yeah. So half
Alright.
damage, whatever you roll.
So roll this first.
Only someone had a hero point.
38.
I think he does. Taiji,
Yeah.
would you like to use your hero point to fuck this dragon up?
Yeah, actually, I will. I forgot I had that
Alright.
still.
So here's
Well,
what
it's
I'm
flying
gonna
away.
do. Here's what I'm gonna do for you. Alright? You can choose. Alright, so now I'm gonna say you're using a hero point, so it won't use its legendary resistances. It'll free. This will not always be the case.
No,
You
yeah.
try and do this in the BBEG fight, I'm going to slap you down. But in this instance, it will negate his legendary resistance. And roll me a spell attack. If you can beat his AC with a spell attack, you're going to do maximum damage. Otherwise, you're just going to do the full 38.
Okay. Spell attack.
Also, if it helps, would he take the 30, the radiant damage from Bucket's helmet? Start of his turn with the aura?
Yes, that's a good point. Is there a save for that?
No, it's just 6 points.
Okay,
There you
yeah,
go.
so 6, yep, so that's good. If you manage this, I'm going to double both of them. That's
19.
gonna do it. So 44 in total means double to 88 in a heroic surge. Taiji launches this fireball. The lingering radiant damage seems to amplify it somehow, and with a blinding flash of fire and radiant light, the death dragon is disintegrated. Also,
And I need to roll this. And my wand's all good. I used both charges in one. So up past it.
I love it. Well done. Okay, and with that, folks, the bucket's helmet ceases to glow. So you're pretty sure that you're not at least immediately surrounded by undead. You're aware of the spatial rifts and the vying, so you should be able to pick your way through and continue onwards. I think this is probably a good point to wrap it up for the evening. It's getting on a little bit now. And that was really cool. I wasn't sure how that was going to go. The dragon is a CR 14, and the Death Knight is
More.
17. So you guys did really well in that fight. Like,
Nice.
yeah, that was real good, and that was kind of a good test. So I now have a rough idea of what I can throw you. Like, that was what I considered to be the worst thing in all of the things I had on the list for the random encounter. That's why it was the one. Other things included a small squad of lesser death dragons and lesser bone knights, similar to the one you fought that you got the bonecraft armor from. some random like non-corporeal undead, like some wraiths and some aleps and spectres and such. Some more corporeal undead in the forms of hordes of zombies or rolling zombies, however you want to interpret that. You know,
All right.
could have
I'm
been
glad we have
something.
clerics with us. That's all I got.
Yes. Yes. It's a very good thing you have clerics with you.
Clerics, can
yeah.
the cleric please pick up his spear from the body?
No. No, it exploded on impact.
Ah,
No, I'm joking. You can retrieve your spirit. It's fine. Yeah. It's all
I'll
good.
do some quick forging on it to save it from have the split it got when it exploded on impact. But
Yeah. Sure. Sounds good. All right, folks. Well, thanks again very much. We're going to rock and roll and drop out of here. Oh, Charlie. Shh. Don't mind her.
Carly's
So,
normally a very good doggo for those at home.
most of the time. Most of the time. Sometimes she's right that. But we love her very much. Yeah, thanks very much, guys. We very much appreciate you being here. I'm excited to see you all again next week for another exciting episode of Worldrender.
Thank you very much,
See you
and
again
thanks to
soon.
Sirenscape for the music.
Yeah.
Watch out for drop bear.